your age before going live.
You're old enough.
I know. What is the date of your birth? May 22. And spin the wheel.
Theme parks and more. What's going on? How are you? CL, how are you? Welcome in. We got a few of you. Kayla, Mac, how are you? Welcome in, folks. Long time no see. It's been a minute, right? Welcome into the live stream, folks. How is everybody doing today? So good to see you. How are you, CL? Happy Sunday, right? Today is, I don't even know what day of the week it is. It is Sunday, June 23rd. We got Living Dead Mom in the house. If you don't know, we do have a TikTok channel. We are live now on TikTok. Achoo, what's going on? Gaming with James, Miss Garcia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me flip this around so I can say hello to you guys.
Hey guys!
Living Dead Mom here.
Hey, welcome in everybody. We are doing something new today.
Something new,
I
right?
know, because it wasn't enough the way it is, and so we have to compound the difficulty level and hey, CL, right. Theme parks and more, Miss Garcia. Hello, everybody. We miss everyone. We haven't done lattes with the Living Dead for a minute.
It's been a minute.
And we've been getting some messages. Thank you guys so much, letting us know you miss us and asking when we were going to go live. And so it's like, well, we got a minute this morning. And we're going to go ahead and go live. So we're doing our introduction here on TikTok. Hello
TikTok. How are ya?
We call ourselves Living Dead Mom and Living Dead Dad.
John Herndon, what's going on? How are you, buddy?
You know
so
who this
good to
is?
see you.
Yay, we have somebody in here.
Long story short, I got a friend on TikTok.
We have a friend on TikTok.
Go
hey,
follow
John.
him. If we can link John Herndon's, if there's a mod here that can do us a favor, go give John Herndon a follow.
Welcome in.
I don't know you had TikTok, buddy. Anywho, go give him a follow.
We got
he
some
does some
people
animation,
us here.
stop motion
Thank
animation.
you.
So good to see you, John.
Hey, that's very cool.
And we used to work at the Walt Disney Company together, and he's just doing some big, exciting things. So give our friend John Herndon a follow. Por favor.
Welcome in, Jumbo. Welcome.
We got Achu.
Thank you so much,
What's
everybody
going on,
coming
folks?
in. We appreciate seeing you. This is our first TikTok live, and we're just figuring it out. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's how you start, right? So, so hang in there with us. Living Dead Dad, as we call him. This is my husband.
Hey, MH Reels. Hello.
And he is a coffee guru. He's got the machine ready to go here, and he's going to make a couple of fun lattes for the kids this morning. Iced something or other, right?
Try some iced salted caramel lattes.
Some iced caramel, salted...
Whatever we got on him.
Just keep adding on to that, right?
Bunch of sugar.
A bunch of sugar.
In a cup.
In a really cool cup, right? So, again, we're the Living Dead family. We love everything spooky. Our YouTube community pretty much knows that, but we're brand new to the TikTok community here. And we just wanted to do a live and introduce ourselves. I know these go away after we're done, I believe. So I'll probably have to do this a few times. But we've been working on getting the 1,000 people here on TikTok to be able to share our lives on TikTok as well. We really enjoy the YouTube community and wanted to spread into the vertical TikTok community here. So thank you guys for joining us. Living Dead Dad, Living Dead Mom. Our YouTube family is here with us today on another camera. So welcome in, 7 of you in here. Thank you guys for joining. I am surprised. I figured I would be in here all by myself today. Putting my face on the camera is a lot newer. This guy is pretty seasoned at it, but we do this as a family. We've got 4 kids. We've got a grandbaby. We call him Living Dead Grandbaby. The reason for the names obviously is to help keep things private, but it also gives you an insight to what you're dealing with here. We love all things spooky. We share ghost stories. The haunt season, Windy Girl, I see you here on YouTube. This is for you, honey. This is for you. We love and miss you. We love all things spooky. We enjoy the amusement parks because we live in California. We are central to all of that. And we have the haunt season coming upon us. So we're really excited to get going at HHN. This guy will be at HHN.
I'll be at SeaWorld for
we'll be at SeaWorld Hollow Screams with Dragon Blood. And obviously not Scary Farm. Hopefully we're going to be introducing Castle Dark this year. We're going to be busy. Aside from all the fun
ghost
stuff.
Stories.
Oh my God, my first rose, and what was that? Thank you guys.
What is a rose?
I have no idea, but I just saw a rose pop up on here. I know it is some kind of gifting system on TikTok, and you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Very cool.
I know also if you can hit that like button, it helps our stream get out into the For You page or whatever it is. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of that love. That just made my heart so full of joy. Thank you. But we're going to be going to all the different haunts, and we do a lot of fun things. Swipe to filter. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. Am I supposed to filter, guys? Do you know? Is it telling me I don't look good enough? I need a filter.
It's like, you need to look 30 years younger.
I know, it's like, you're too old for the TikTok community. What are you doing?
Dave Averino, EXP. Who else we have over here?
EXP, Windy Girl.
Jen's
so
Crochet, how are you?
We're also talking to our YouTube community. If you are on YouTube, please, I would so appreciate you taking a moment of time and going to YouTube and subscribing to the Living Dead fam on YouTube. We are growing that as well and starting this platform here, and we're just so excited to be on both. Thank you for the likes on the live, and I'm seeing fun things popping up on here, and I'm learning what those are. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Shout out again to this lady right here. Let's a quick little backstory. She's worked so hard
MH Reels, hello.
Get our TikTok channel going. So that is all her. If you're on social media, she pretty much runs
is it your birthday today?
Our social media.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We're figuring everything out here.
Shout out to birthday.
Someone just became a #1 member on the team. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You're watching on both.
Very cool.
You are the real MVP here. I thank you. Thank you so much. It would be amazing to grow both platforms. I'm not sure how to send thank yous on here, but Living Dead Dad's got you on YouTube, and just a big heartfelt thanks. Big heartfelt thanks. So
very, very cool.
We've got 14 people watching us in here. And we've got a few. I know with TikTok, they come in, they go out, they go in, they go out. So we appreciate you guys so much. And I'm blind as a bat. So reading all of this from here, I think Mom and Grandma here is going to have to get her first pair of bifocals. So yeah, we're really excited. I feel like I'm starting to be less nervous on the camera. I really shied away from it for the last several months. Our last day at Disneyland for the season, the summer season, I went ahead and went live myself.
Crochet.
And Living Dead Dad was just kind of there as my support mechanism. And so I thought to myself, okay, I think I can do this. But instead of just building onto this, let's go ahead and create something that I can pour my personality into. because this guy's got enough personality for both of us on here, and he is so beloved on here. And so I'm going to go ahead and reach out into an audience right here. You guys, thank you for those roses and lightning bolts. You guys are amazing. Wow. I honest to God did not expect that today. I really didn't. So, wow.
Yes, Living Dead Mom takeover. That's right. They love it.
I didn't just take over. I just created a whole nother space. I've been sharing a lot of things on the TikTok community as far as, like, I guess you would call content. And it was really a slow grow. And then I met this amazing group of people that are also trying to grow on here. And through engaging with everyone, I want to thank all of you guys for the help with the growth. We're here to help you grow as well. I do my best to engage in your content. And so please know that. I notice everyone who likes and comments and reposts and shares. I notice everybody, and I do my best to go back and share that for you as well, many times over. So thank you guys for helping us grow on YouTube to get to go live. Because I'll tell you what, 2 weeks ago, I thought this was never going to happen. I really thought this was never going to happen. So
thank you, Wendy girl.
Thank you. So good. And Jimmy Good brought you to us. We love Jimmy Good, and I don't think he's on.
I don't know if he's on TikTok, but thank you, Jimmy Good.
I don't know. We will tell him that. I sure thank you,
Wendy girl,
for letting us know where everyone comes from. And we just met Jimmy Good one night at the end of the night on Main Street, and he has really become one of our favorite people. Honestly, everyone I know is a favorite to us, and they're each in own right, but he's really just a joy to be around. So I appreciate you for sharing that. Thank you so much. Nope, he doesn't TikTok. I can understand why. He does a lot.
Yeah.
And that would probably just be one extra step that would be too much. Lauren Campbell, welcome in. Doom Boogie.
Anthony
We love
626.
all of you guys. It's so good to see
Wendy
everybody
girl.
This Sunday afternoon. I know it's not morning anymore. We're getting a late start. We were on the fly with this. We both still have to work today and do our daytime hustle. But again, thank you for coming in and joining us. Once again, you guys all know we're the Living Dead fam, and we just do random stuff, be it theme parks, making coffee, telling ghost stories, going ghost hunting.
Hey, Luke, Laura.
And we're going to do more. So we just need to like quit our full-time jobs.
We're almost there.
And do this all day, right?
Hang out with you guys all day.
Is that possible? I don't know. Is that possible?
I don't know. People do this full time, so.
I think that would be unbelievable, because we really live in a really awesome place as far as Southern California is concerned. And there's a lot to do and a lot to see. And I believe that's a privilege, and that's why we like to share it on whatever platform we're sharing on. I know YouTube is already used to my TED Talks, but I feel that from my heart, and I say that so genuinely, that I realize the privilege that is all that we are able to experience and have, and not that we are
thank you so much,
rich or anything like that, but I know that we've got food in our mouths, clothes on our back, and love in our hearts, and we like to share that with everybody. Even though we're spooky people, we are loving people. And thank you so much for the super chat, Mighty Mel. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Show some love in the chat for Mighty Mel Love.
And,
thank you.
So we're a family. We've got 4 kids and a grandbaby. So you may hear things like living dead daughter, living dead son. And again, that's just to keep our children's privacy the best we can, and our privacy the best we can, because we are business owners and everything else, and our trades of business would not understand any of this. They would say, living dead dad, living dead. No, I don't think so. We're not dealing with you. So who we are in our professional lives is one thing, and who we are when we clock out from our business. But do you ever clock out from your business? And so we created these venues for us to be ourselves, aside from our personal social medias, because we really couldn't share the things that we love to do on there. And so here we are, and this is our true persona, really. And I think the ones that we are on our other social media is really less who we are, because we fear judgment. And I'm a rock and roll mom, and we love scary movies and paranormal experiences and sharing those experiences with you guys. And so we're going to continue to do that, but now I think we're going to start doing it on TikTok a little bit as well, to the best of our ability. And maybe you guys can each help us grow on both. If you find folks on TikTok have a YouTube, we would be so happy if you could find us there and subscribe, and vice versa. If you are on YouTube and you have a TikTok, we're the Living Dead fam on TikTok as well. So we're going to let Living Dead Dad here get to it and make the kids a iced caramel, salty freshness of some sort.
Kind of doing this on a whim. It's been a while since it's summer and it's getting hot. This isn't typically our normal live streams or content. I usually have coffee kind of on the back end, on the back burner, if you will. I do make coffee every day, as YouTube knows. TikTok's not familiar with us, but aside from spooky ghost stuff and all that fun things, during a little backstory, during quarantine, COVID, I went down the coffee rabbit hole, and I just dove into coffee and lattes, espresso. So I invested bought myself an espresso machine even years before that, before lockdown. But what I really learned the trade of, and we'll get onto that after I make these lattes, but I really learned about the coffee roasting experience. So let us know in TikTok if you guys want to stick around. I'll keep the YouTube going live after I make the lattes and coffee roasting, because I've done coffee roasting on YouTube. Let us know in TikTok.
Thank you, Mighty Mom,
if you guys want me to keep the live going, and so you guys can see what I do, how I roast coffee beans from green beans to roast to your cup. So
pretty cool.
It's a neat, fun process. It's warm outside. In fact, I'd prefer to roast coffee beans when the ambient temperature is warm versus cool. So, but I can explain that all later. But anywho, let me flip cameras around so you guys can see. Everyone on YouTube knows the gear. Everyone has seen this before.
You on here somehow, oh my goodness.
But if you are new here, let's flip this around.
Does it flip? I don't know. I think you do like this, don't you?
I think so. Hang on. But anywho, so I haven't flipped this around. So this is our espresso machine.
Hair and a pony, I'm already sweaty.
It's a workhorse, knock on wood. It's lasted a minute. So so I'm gonna pull some shots, or pull a shot. I've already weighed out my beans. We're gonna make Living Dead Mom myself. I already had some coffee this morning, but I'm gonna split the shots so the kids can get their latte fix, their iced caramel.
Which we don't
lattes.
do too often.
Yeah, we don't give them too much coffee, hardly ever at all. But yeah, there's got to be a way to
crank the air a little bit.
Yeah, we are gonna crank the air. If someone here on TikTok, let's see, can oh, here it is, flip camera. There we go. Perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Breville machine, we got the grinder built in. Pretty basics, entry-level coffee machine. And like I said, I roast my own beans. I already got some beans weighed out. I'm going to pull an 18-gram shot, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to actually steam the milk. Normally with lattes,
Grunge. How are you?
I typically don't steam the milk.
Thank you guys for joining.
When I'm making lattes, I'll just pour the milk over the ice and add a few pumps of salted caramel syrup to the coffee drink. However, in my research of going about looking at how to make some iced lattes, There was a suggestion, shout out to Hijabs and Aprons. I follow them on YouTube, and they suggested to steam the milk to give it a more fluffy, fuller latte drink. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. How's the camera here? Good?
I think we're good right there.
All right. So let's get cracking.
We are the wrong way on here, aren't we?
I
Okay.
flipped it.
Did you flip it
so
around?
So to flip
Okay.
it, you gotta go to more.
Okay. We're not?
There we go. Flip.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yay.
Still learning how to do all this
Still
stuff.
learning. Hey, Wendy Girl's on TikTok.
All right.
Wendy Girl, thank you guys. Mighty Mel, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. We've got 11 in here on TikTok. Is that possible?
What up?
11 in here on
on
TikTok. You guys are awesome. And I think a lot of you are watching us on both. You guys just are too awesome. Mighty Mel, thank you so much. A cap. What do we do with the cap? Oh my gosh. You guys are too fun.
We capping? Is that what the kids say these days?
And
Capping.
Wendy Girl just got the #2 gifter badge. I am working on all of this, you guys, and understanding what that means. And I just see all this fun stuff popping up on the screen. So if you're new here, we are the Living Dead fam, and we are making the kids some fun drinks. We've got our fun glasses, our skull glasses, of course, right? One of our awesome friends made these fun ones for us. How cool is that? Living Dead fam. Got the whole thing going. We just love it. Hey, Ron, welcome in. Jill, welcome in. Juice World, welcome in. Cecil Marietta just joined, welcome in. Thank you guys so much
fresh
for
ground coffee
hanging
beans.
out with us for a second. Bet joined. Hello there. How's everybody?
Just
This is our
distributing the
first
coffee
live
beans.
on TikTok. We're also live here on YouTube. Hey, there's that fun cap. I think the camera's supposed to be the other way so I can wear that cap is what's supposed to happen. I will try and give it to Living Dead Dad if I see it come back. But we are here also on YouTube. You guys can kind of see the behind the scenes there of that. So we have our friends watching us there, watching us here. Hey, Modir Bandit Wolf, how are you? Thank you guys for hanging out and not
got a
keeping us alone in
Nice
here.
coffee pot going on here.
He's got the coffee pot going. I have no idea what that means. Michelle Morgan, welcome in. How are you?
Any coffee heads out there?
Do we have any coffee fans? I know there's a
Or
lot of
coffee
moms here
snobs,
with me
right?
on TikTok, so I know we've got some coffee girls in the house here. If not, you should maybe give it a shot. And this guy right here, I am blessed, makes me a beautiful latte every morning, art and all. And I am so incredibly blessed for that.
Get in here and watch.
We're gonna
watch
get
the
in
shot
here
get
and
pulled.
watch the shot get poured. Are you guys ready?
18
Thank you
grams
for the
in.
bracelet. Mighty Mel, you are awesome. I can't wait to sit here and figure out what everything means. Thank you. We've got 2.4 thousand likes. Now that's something that will never happen on YouTube, you guys. That is pretty cool. Thank you so much. I know that I do that. I sit and tap that screen all I can when someone goes live to help them out. I appreciate you guys doing it for us. This says it's a popular live. How cool is that, you guys?
Popular live. It's
How
our first
cool.
live.
It's
right?
our first live. I don't know what any of this means, but
Right.
this is just fun. This is just fun. We
So
appreciate
next
it.
up, I'm gonna glaze the glass with some caramel sauce.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There's the goodness right there. Oh my gosh.
There's that. I'll probably come back to that later because I still gotta steam the milk. I'm just prepping these glasses at the moment.
We're prepping. Kayla McLaughlin, welcome
get some-
in. How are you, darling? Thank you guys for joining us on both platforms. We've got our YouTube family here. These lovely people join us all the time. And some of you are now here. Hey, Amanda Page, how are you?
So we'll do some.
I appreciate you joining in. Thank you so much. It's our first TikTok live, and we are, I say we like I got a mouse in my pocket. Living Dead Dad here, as we know him, is making our kids a fun cold coffee drink of sorts. Is it a cold drink or hot drink?
Yeah, we're doing cold.
We're doing cold today.
We are doing
it's
ice.
really hot out. It's been about 100 out here this weekend. And so we are doing our usual, what we usually do is on YouTube here, Anthony626. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from our YouTube community. Thank you guys so much. We've got the vertical so you can see a little bit more, some of the mess. You can see where our dogs hang out over here. That's always fun. They like to hang out over here on the tile because it's nice and cool on the floor over here. But they make a mess. Hey, I recognize that face anywhere. Hey there. I appreciate you joining in, Tiffany. Abby joined. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just getting the rest of the stuff here to make this fun, kids-friendly half a shot of, what is it, babe?
Half a shot of espresso. So I'm gonna like actually
Laura Prejean, welcome in.
double shot. I'm gonna split
Double
theirs
shot.
in half.
And he's gonna split their
split
shots
it
in
again.
half, so we don't give them too much caffeine and
Caffeine.
make them crazy for the day.
But what I'll do is I'll make an iced Americano with the other half.
Ooh, that sounds fun. So Living Dead Dad has this fun makeup. A lot of you may have this at home. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I would break it for sure. I would break it for sure. And he is just kind of prepping everything else over here. We pulled the ice out to get the ice in the cups, and we've got YouTube going here. So everyone on TikTok, say hi to our YouTube family.
So I'm just gonna do iced Americano here.
Sydney,
So full of
welcome
ice.
in. Kayla, welcome in. It's so good to see you on here too, hun.
Here's my iced Americano.
And so here we got it. Look at that.
I like my my coffee black. Usually it's what I do. So
Yeah, this coffee
black.
machine is his true joy. We just love it.
it's really good. Iced Americano.
Hey, Surrey Sergeant, how are you?
And then I'm gonna equally split this last shot between the two.
Okay, I see what you're doing there. So he's putting the shot of espresso, right? Espresso in.
It's more
For the
sugar
kids.
than coffee flavored, to be honest, because there's a lot of sugar in this. I put 5 pumps of salted caramel
We
on
don't do
top
this
of
often.
the caramel. Yeah,
We don't do this often, but it's great
definitely
content,
a
right?
treat. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and steam some of this milk.
And now to steam the milk.
Let me clear out my puck screen and my puck.
Ashley Michelle, welcome in.
It's basically
Thank you for coming
The
in.
coffee, we call this a good coffee puck right here. This is what all the coffee was, what all the water was extracted through. For any coffee lovers out there.
If any of you guys don't know who everyone is here on TikTok, you can go ahead and hit this button right here and follow each other. And so you guys can be a part of each other's community. And if you're new here, Ashley, thank you so much for coming in. And anyone else that's new here, we are the Living Dead fam. And we call ourselves the Living Dead fam for multiple reasons. One, it lets everybody know that we love Halloween and everything spooky in our lives. We also enjoy going to theme parks and different fun shows that maybe aren't everywhere else. And we enjoy sharing ghost stories and our paranormal experiences. I mean, just really anything under the sun. Hey, Pam, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, we love promoting others. So absolutely, you guys know where this button is right here. Go ahead and hit that and get to know each other in here. We're all here for the same interaction. We are usually on YouTube. We've been doing YouTube for about 7 or 8 months now. And this is our first live ever on the TikTok platform. So thank you guys for joining us on both. If you, boy mom, hey, welcome in. If you guys happen to have a YouTube account and you wouldn't mind taking a second to help support us there, we're also the Living Dead fam on YouTube and vice versa. I see a lot of our YouTube community coming here and joining us on TikTok. Thank you guys for that. We appreciate it. It helps us grow on both and meet our goals in the process. So really excited to be able to go live here on TikTok. Thank you for the Rose Mighty Mel. You are my hero today. I sure appreciate you. I, honest to God, did not expect to see anything of that nature today. Or that 8 people would be here joining us on TikToks. I said to him several times, I'm probably going to be in here all by myself. And you guys are proving me wrong, and thank you for that, because this isn't always easy to do, right? So once again, here's the behind the scenes of us doing YouTube, and now our YouTube family can see us behind the scenes doing TikTok as well. So pretty cool. Hey, Achu, welcome in.
What's
so
up,
nice
Achu?
to see you. MH Reels. We have just enjoyed meeting people so much on YouTube, and there's a whole nother group of people. I don't even have a word for the amount of masses that are on TikTok. And we have had so much fun meeting everybody and all of these new connections and family, because we say you guys are part of the Living Dead family, and we appreciate you. And we thank you for coming in on either platform that you come in on. And my son is over here dancing on my side and completely being a distraction. What do we do? What do we do? All right, we're going to finish this off here.
So I steamed
Ready?
the
We
milk.
got the steamed milk.
So it's more fluffy instead of just
I know,
pouring
Living
cold
Dead
milk
Dad
over this.
concentrating over here.
I'm basically fluffing up this milk. So
Trying to get a view of what's going on here. Woo! Can you hear that? Yes.
ASMR, right?
Thank you, Wendy girl. I know that there's
We can top it
moderators
off
and
with
stuff
just a
on
little bit.
TikTok, but I have not even begun to dive into that. But thank you for doing that for us, Wendy girl. Not expected, but completely appreciated. Completely appreciated.
Top it off just with a little bit.
And then a little bit more milk.
Just to give it a full drink.
What do you think?
Next time I'll use
MH Reels
the
is
bigger
ready for the latte machine.
All right.
Hey, Wickles, welcome in. How are you? Wickles, have you been with us long?
All right. And just like that.
Hey, SoCal Diecast, how are you? And look at that. We've got these fun drinks right here. Don't those look amazing?
Ice salted caramel lattes. with
Say that
steamed milk.
again.
Ice salted caramel lattes.
That is a lot.
It is a
Okay,
lot.
but it sounds delicious.
Yes.
Why don't you give one a try for
I might
us?
have a sip of this.
Aren't those fun? You know what?
Oh man.
We got those at
That's
the dollar
killer.
store.
Oh yeah, these mugs, dollar store.
Those were from the dollar store.
That's pretty
And they
sweet.
should be coming out like now. So,
That's a good
hey
beverage.
Brian, welcome in.
That's a good beverage,
We
guys.
appreciate you guys watching us on 2 different things here. How cool
The
is
kids better
everyone?
get these
See
before
y'all.
before I kill both
I
of these
know,
too.
I know. Let me have a shot of that. Let me have a quick drink.
I think Dead Mom's getting All the caramels at the bottom.
Oh my God. Wow.
It's more of a sweet drink than a coffee drink. Just a splash of coffee.
And Kayla's like, I need to get those. Kayla, go, run, girl. I don't know if things are in the dollar store yet, but I do know it's starting to drop. So you just kind of have to go in and check it out once in a while. All right. Okay, flip the camera. There I am. So you just have to kind of jump in and out of the stores, because I think the problem people make with Halloween season, and I guess I should be looking at the camera, right? What people do when it comes to the Halloween season is they wait until the Halloween season, and that's too late in the retail world. If you pay attention to the retail world, you'll notice spring things come out when it's nowhere near spring. Winter clothes come out when it's nowhere near winter. Halloween is the same. And so the Halloween items are dropping right now. Hey, slideshows, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you guys for joining us. So it truly is time to start checking your stores if you are into the season at all, because the awesome stuff. Hey, there's the cap. I love it. That was fun, Mighty Mel. You are a hoot. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was fun. Someone needed to screenshot that for me. I know, too fun. Slideshows, am I too much? Thank you. That was the first time I got to see one of those. There he goes. How do I do that? How do I screenshot? I'm late. You guys, thank you. Thank you for being here and listening to us. I wanted to point out once again, if you guys know, here is that button you can push to get to know everybody in this room and grow your community as well. So you're always welcome to do that. Kayla says, once I went to Home Depot for Halloween stuff in October and left with a 6-foot Santa. Exactly. That is exactly the point. So really, Halloween in the retail world is now in July. In August, it starts getting really slim. And so we're already on the hunt. That's actually how we started doing YouTube. And now here we are on TikTok. Not quite. You're awesome, Mighty Mel. I cannot wait to see it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We started going into the stores and filming content because we were so excited. We thought, well, other people must be excited as well.
What is going on?
And I'm going to come over here and chat with y'all.
We are going to chat before we go outside and start roasting beans.
He's going one direction, I'm going another. Are you taking my... Oh, nope. I think he might need the gimbal here soon. And so that's how we started. If you look on our YouTube, you'll see it's been almost a year that we started sharing content, and it was us going into different stores, Home Goods, and thank you guys. Oh, look at, I got sunglasses on. You guys are so fun. I literally love it. So we started going into the stores about a year ago and sharing what we were finding in Home Goods and Home Depot, Spirit, Party City. We shared Cracker Barrel and just wherever we could find stuff, because we're like little kids in a candy store. Excuse me. When we go into these stores and we get so excited. Some of you may be that way about Christmas.
Let's add Kahlua.
Let's add we have a little Kahlua. Something. We have some Baileys. We have a fun Baileys in there. And so we got so excited and we just wanted to share all of that. You love all the Haunted Mansion stuff. So do we. That's our favorite. We cannot wait for the Haunted Mansion to open back up. So hopefully soon. We're expecting in August.
Wickles.
They haven't dropped a date yet, but we will definitely be bringing Disneyland to you for the Halloween season on TikTok as well as YouTube. And with the season, we'll definitely be amping up our story time, and we'll be doing more watch parties. We're trying to find a way to do maybe a little bit more scarier content, so we may look to Twitch for that. And that's a whole nother thing we're adding. So,
Yes.
but that would probably just be primarily for watch parties. Because YouTube is so cranky about what you do on there.
Yes,
and that's another reason I'm really enjoying TikTok, because TikTok is a lot more open with the music and everything that we enjoy and share. And it seems like wherever we go, there's music involved in some way, shape, or form. So there's that. And this used to be all about music, right?
Absolutely.
So we're excited to share all of that with you guys. And thank you for joining us here. We've got 7 in here with us. And honest to God, Wendy girl.
MH Reels, so yeah, it took me a little bit of time to learn how to make lattes. I know I didn't really do latte art. I mean, I did that this morning and I made our lattes, but I'll make some more at another time so you guys can see. But it takes a little bit of practice. There's a learning curve. The machine I have is more hands-on. It's not more of a press it and forget it type of machine. So there's definitely a learning curve to learning this. But if you enjoy coffee like I do, you'll find the time. And if you're passionate about it, you'll dive in and you'll just be focused and ready to learn.
It's like this. You just have to do it. I think if you overthink it, then it's just, you're never going to get to it. And so I think like today we just decided to push the live button on here and join old friends, new friends, making friends. Thank you guys for joining us.
Reels. Yes, definitely.
And we did it with YouTube too. We just pushed the live button. And we're a crazy busy family over here. So you may hear our kids in the background. I hear our grandbaby waking up. And that's okay. We're at home, and everyone is comfortable here. So you may hear some background noise. That's just our family. Nothing bad's going on in the background. But yeah, so he's gonna go and roast some coffee.
Gonna do some roasting. That was kind of the purpose of. I was just gonna throw the camera on and just go, but I made it more of a, hey, let's sit down and chat with you guys for a minute. Let's make some iced lattes. So I will continue the stream outside. Was there anything else that we needed to talk about?
I don't know. I was just gonna.
You were gonna talk about what's his name's birthday today.
Oh, you know what? Yes. So okay, fun. So I don't know. Does anyone here love rock and roll? Are you guys into rock and roll at all? I know that a lot of folks in the music industry were inspired by the Misfits. Do you guys know who the Misfits is? Am I aging myself here? Well, I love the Misfits, and if you've known us for any length of time, you know that. The Misfits really inspired one of my favorite artists, which is Rob Zombie. Is this where I lose everybody right here? No, we got 9 or 10 in here. Thank you guys. They've inspired so many. And one of the heads of the Misfits is Glenn Danzig. Also had his own band, Danzig. And today is Glenn Danzig's birthday. So, happy birthday, Glenn Danzig.
Happy birthday.
And so cool, a couple years ago, we went to Knott's Berry Farm for their Halloween haunt. And we were standing in this massive line for a funnel cake. And that night, I think it was one of the first nights. It was one of the first nights, and there was a group playing their name, the Haxans, Haxans. And the lead singer from the Haxans is Ash Costello, and the guitarist and second singer is no longer from, but was from Rob Zombie. And they covered a song from Glenn Danzig. And so we're standing in line there, and forgive all the areas I've got to go to tie this up here. We're standing in line. It's foggy, it's dark, it's spooky as ever.
Middle of Ghost Town where there's fog everywhere.
Middle of Ghost Town. So if you're not familiar with Knott's Berry Farm or Knott's Scary Farm, stick with us. We will be there a lot. But in Ghost Town, it's like the Main Street USA of Knott's Berry Farm, except for it is Old West and all wood buildings and an old jail and iron workers and old dress shops, and it's just got a really cool vibe. But during Halloween at night, they fill it up with fog and spooky characters and sliders, and so you've got to just kind of imagine the background of all the fog, and it's my favorite smell on the planet, aside from maybe Pirates of the Caribbean. And I just felt a presence, and I can't explain it other than like the air changed, like a coolness in the air just came upon us. And I said to him, what did I say?
You just said, oh my gosh.
I just said, oh my gosh. And I turned around, and it's like as if he was on a moving walkway. Have you guys ever watched Twilight, the way the vampires are like on a moving walkway coming into the ball field? Or if you've ever been in an airport, that moving walkway there in Vegas.
It reminded me of, if there's any wrestling fans out there, it reminded me of when Undertaker used to wrestle, and he'd come out to the ring, and there'd be fog everywhere. It looks like he was just gliding to the ring. That's exactly what this man looked like.
And I just felt his presence.
It was cold.
It was cold. And I turned around, and sure as you know what, Glenn Danzig had just literally brushed right past me.
He's got the widest shoulders in the world.
His presence is huge.
He looks like he's wearing football shoulder
He's got broad
pads.
shoulders, and he was wearing what looked like an old leather duster, straight down to the ground, and he had a black cowboy hat on.
And he had this like sinister grin on him.
The long hair, the long black hair.
And he looked like a character that
he looked like he was working Ghost Town streets.
He looked like a character, like he was one of the monsters there in Ghost Town.
Yeah. And then it dawned on me.
Because we've been there a while, and I was like, I haven't seen that monster yet.
We don't know who this is.
This must be a new monster walking
We know
around.
the monsters in Ghost Town, right?
But he looked like he just fit in. He was like a kid going in a Toys R Us, if you guys remember Toys R Us. He was just so happy. Like I said, he's got the grin from ear to ear, but he was just gliding. Like there was no steps to this.
There was no steps. It was like he was floating across the ground. And it just dawned on me in a millisecond who it was. I saw the face, I married it with the name and the feeling, and I just said, oh my God, that was Glenn Danzig. And the people behind us were like, oh my God, you're right, that was Glenn Danzig. Yeah. And we didn't meet him. I fangirled inside as big as one possibly could. And I will just take that to my grave. That feeling he gave me. And we were blessed enough to see him on stage. We saw him in Hollywood. We went to the small venue named the Roxy in Hollywood, which was always on my bucket list. It's like a small popular club in Hollywood. And we were there to see Rob Zombie. And there's some really awesome stories that go with that as well. Maybe we'll save that for another day. But Rob Zombie brought Glenn Danzig on stage, and we got to see him there. And he's a great performer. So long story short, big happy birthday to Glenn Danzig today, born in 1955. And he's one of my favorites. So cheers to Glenn Danzig, and getting to know us a little bit here on the TikTok platform. Again, I'm into spooky stuff, and I know a lot of folks on TikTok here that I'm coming across are definitely into the country scene. I'm your metalhead mom. I'm usually front and center at any Tool concert or Metallica or Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson. I'm usually like ready for a helmet and my mouthpiece so that I can get in there and enjoy the experience. As I'm getting older, I'm backing off a little bit because I'm starting to realize the value of my teeth. And I don't want to lose those, knock on wood. So it's getting a little harder, but I also enjoy it from back a little bit and watching everybody else enjoy it. And this thing just had a spasm. What happened?
Probably because there's not enough weight on it.
Oh, I don't know. This little thing just literally had a spasm. It's doing this now. What is going on? Am I losing my gimbal?
Hang on.
Sorry,
if
guys.
it's not balanced.
It's
correctly.
not balanced. Oh, bye-bye.
Now, let me bring it back. Sorry, TikTok.
Sorry, TikTok. Hey. Okay.
Let it go. There we go.
There we are. Woo! Are you guys dizzy? I don't know if that worked or not. Did that work? Hey, Windy Girl loves Slipknot. I know, Mighty Mel. Sorry about that experience. We're trying to. Sorry, YouTube.
Here.
Hang in there with us.
Hang in with this, folks. Let me center it just a little bit more. Hopefully that works. It was probably just off balance.
It's not used to vertical.
It's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
There we go.
So thank you for hanging in there with us during story time, but I definitely wanted to share that story, hoping that maybe it would be exciting for any of you. So I don't know what's wrong with this thing. And this is all stuff I have to learn, you guys. Is this gimbal and how it works and what it does, and
I'm not sure what's going on with this.
we can
gimbal.
just take it off.
Okay.
We can just take it off. How do you do that? All right. I'm holding the phone, you guys.
Sorry.
So it won't be as balanced now. So welcome in. If you are new here, it's our first live on TikTok. We're also on YouTube at the same time. Cryptid, hey, you sound like you're right up our alley. Cryptid, hang around here. Again, we're the Living Dead fam, and it's our first time on TikTok. We are also saying hello to our community here. Would I get along with your sister? See, yeah, I'm a little bit of, I'm a mom freak. I'm a little different, but hey, that's good, right? I often see so many people on TikTok saying, what's my niche? What's my niche? And I thought, well, I got that figured out. I just got to figure out the TikTok part here. So that's our niche. We are spooky, ghost story, paranormal investigating, heavy metal, but we're good people. We're good parents. We love people. We care about people genuinely. CL, hello. Nickelback, right? And we just like to share when we get to go out and do things with others, because we realize that that is a privilege in this world. And that's it. That's it in a nutshell. So I will probably wrap up this TikTok after being able to say, hey, dust in the wind, thank you for joining us. And just wanted to figure out what going live was like on here, and saying hi to everyone on here at the same time on our YouTube family. If you are with us here on TikTok, if you also have a YouTube, we would really appreciate your support in joining us, subscribing to us on YouTube, and vice versa. Once in a while, we may do lives on one or the other, or I may just be out on my own, or he may just be out on his own, and we could go live from wherever we're at. So,
especially with spooky season coming,
hey,
Code Orange.
Yeah, careful. Don't give away too many secrets.
Yeah, you never know where we'll be.
I know. So, thank you for, we've got heart puffs and roses and hats and
Oh my.
Mighty Mel. Thank you. Thank you guys. 3.2 thousand likes. Did you hear that, YouTube? 3.2 thousand likes.
Should we just keep the TikTok
I
going?
know. You guys are blowing me away. Don't make me cry. I am a crier. I'm a heavy metal mom that cries. Does that make sense? I'm a Gemini. That will just explain everything. I'm a Gemini, and I go through all the gamut. And so we thank you. Stephanie Garcia, welcome in. Again, I don't have too many people in here. We've got 7 right now, but if you want to add to your community, you know how to tap that button and make new friends here. So thank you. And Hot Lips Jenna, you sound fun. I love it. I love it. Blake, welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. Thank you for being with us on our first live. And I don't want to take it too long. A teddy bear, Windy Girl. I love it. It looks like a gummy bear. We do go all out for dressing for Halloween. We really decorate a lot. And now we're getting to a point where we've been doing it in this current house we're in for a few years. Tucker, welcome in. We've been doing it in this house for a few years, so people know where to find us now. So the crowd in front of our house is starting to get thick on Halloween night, and we couldn't love it more. We pump out the fog. We bring out all the fun jump scares. We've got kids that love running around with toy chainsaws and scaring people, and we know when to back off from that too. We always have an area for our special needs community to come by and feel safe and get their candy without being scared. We have a child in the special needs community, so we are very sensitive to that. But he loves all things fun and spooky, so with him, we do enjoy the scares. And that's all grown as the kids get older. Obviously, we weren't crazy when they were little, and now that they are starting to enjoy it too, they are just growing with it. If they didn't enjoy it, we couldn't do it, but they do. So this isn't something we force upon our children or what have you. Mighty Mel, we got what is that, a red hot chili pepper? We're getting ice creams over here. Tiffany, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. And so we're definitely turning it up in some way, shape, or form every Halloween around here. Hey, maybe one day we will have a piece of property with a cornfield and a maze, and we'll be able to really truly live out our dreams. And we've got many. Our dreams are endless, but we may have our own haunt somewhere someday. So you never know what all this can turn into. 14 red flowers. Thank you guys so much. Fun times, welcome in. Thank you for joining. This is our first live TikTok, a little introductory. I imagine I'll have to do that a few times, and hopefully we'll gain our own following on here, as well as we have been blessed to meet so many awesome people on TikTok. Look at me do all the talking today.
I know, she says I'm the one that's the camera guy, and she's proving herself wrong over here.
I'm doing okay. I can do it in like shorter bits of time. This guy though can go, I am so impressed by the way he can take a camera and go for hours and hours. He is amazing. Tammy, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for all the delicious treats. Here on TikTok, it's corn, we've got chilies, we've got ice cream cones, we've got gummy bears. I've gotten to wear a couple fun hats today.
I don't even know what any of that stuff is.
You guys have sent some sunglasses at me. 3.2 thousand likes now. Again, Deborah, thank you for joining. Oh, what is that? It's a dinosaur. Where's Victorsaurus? Where's Victorsaurus? We got dinosaurs on TikTok.
She said we love a LDM takeover.
Tiny.
I agree.
I love it. That is the cutest thing. You guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing day. I'm hoping to go live again here soon. Our productive day at work is not doing well. What do we got here?
This live will end in 5 minutes.
Our problem is unable to verify. Hang on, TikTok. It's making me do some things here. Verification. I don't know. It wanted me to put some puzzle pieces together on TikTok. I don't know what that was about. You guys, what is that about? We may end up live somewhere again tonight, so stay tuned. The kids really want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. They're bored. They are bored out of their minds, and we love going and watching the nightly entertainment. So TikTok is cray, but I love it. It's a good crazy. This is a lot of fun. So he's going to do some coffee roasting. I'm going to wrap it up here and enjoy whatever we've got going on here. So you can take it away.
I'm going to take you guys
Bye-bye,
out with
YouTube.
me.
I love you guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys tonight. Thank you guys for all the love. I can't say that enough. Wow, this is why we do it. This is why. This is our why. On TikTok, they often want to share your why. Of course, aside from doing this as a family, this isn't his channel. It's not my channel. We do this all as a family. Our kids are with us. Our family's with us. This is our home. We do this as a family. But the community we make right here that we are adding to our family is our why, the joy that each one of you bring into our heart. I say it 100 times, and you're going to hear it 100 more times because it really is true, and it's always forefront on my mind. So thank you guys. I'm going to let you take that, and I'll take this.
Yeah, if anyone on TikTok that has a YouTube, you want to jump over to Living Dead Fam channel.
Thank you guys for that, for the support on YouTube.
Some coffee roasting, hop on over to our YouTube channel. I'll keep the stream going for a few more, probably another hour.
An hour or so.
Maybe an hour and a half. I got a lot of coffee beans to roast, so come on over. I'll show you the process.
Nuts and chicken, doesn't that sound good? Yeah. So we're obviously new here to the TikTok community.
Right,
we're
folks.
trying to build still.
Let's
our
do
YouTube
this.
community.
I don't have you on gimbal. I just have you guys on handheld for the moment. And let's see. I needed something over here. Yes. Bear with my face for a minute. How's everyone doing? Sorry, it's a new adventure today. I'm letting the gimbal cool. I think the motors were overheating. I don't think it was balanced correctly. So we gotta get another gimbal at some point. So we are outside. It is blazing hot, folks. Not gonna lie, but I do love roasting when it's what do you call it? A little warmer outside, so it's just easy to roast. So welcome in. Let me catch up with you folks. Who is here with us today? We got Achu, Miss Garcia. How's it going? MH Reels. Yes, here come all the coffee secrets today. We got SoCal Diecast Hunter. How are you, my friend? Welcome into the live stream. We are doing some roasting. It's going to get a little warm out here if it's not already. So here we go. We got some puppies with us. We have 3 puppies. They love being outside when I roast, but they go back in the garage to cool off. So they heard me out here, so of course they're going to come out and get love from us. We have our 2 Chow Chows. We have Akuna. That's our boy. And then we have Ahsoka. These are named after Star Wars characters. If you guys know Ahsoka Tano and Akuna. Alright, so let me turn this around. Hopefully, I don't have gimbal with me quite yet. I'm just letting it cool off for a minute. So here's the coffee roasting process for you guys. These are green beans. I shop online. These come from actual coffee farms. This one is from Berman Coffee Traders. As you can see here, shout out to Berman Coffee Traders. This bag specifically is from Peru. This is a 5-pound bag. There was more, so I might go through this today. I might burn this, but these are green beans that were farmed and harvested. This roasting notes, they recommend a lighter medium to a medium dark, and that's exactly where I like to roast my beans for espresso beans. And then some tasting notes. I've developed a palette where I can taste different notes in specific beans. Not all coffee beans are created equal. They're from all over the world, different regions, different elevations, but these tasting notes are smooth, nutty, chocolatey, and crisp. I don't know if you guys can see that on the live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few batches. I'm going to fill up, forgive me for the non-steady camera. I might bring it back out in a minute, but this is basically my coffee roasting process here. So here is what we call the fresh roast. This is basically your not a commercial roaster. This is more of a home roasting machine, what we call like a sample roaster. So if you are a big producer that roasts coffee, you get one of these machines, maybe a little bit bigger. There's several to choose from, but since this is a hobby and I just do this for myself at home, I just invested in one of these entry-level machines. I do about a pound or 2 at a time. I'm going to fill up both of these coffee chambers and containers. I'm going to fill these both with freshly roasted coffee today, and So what we do is there's several ways to roast coffee. We can do it in, as long as there's some type of a heat, you can roast it. This is an air, pretty much an air popper, an air roaster. So you can do it this way. You can do them in the oven. You can also do them over the stove on a skillet, if you will. And as long as you're agitating the beans with a spoon or something, like a wooden spoon, to keep the beans roasted evenly and fresh. So, but with this, it's basically kind of the same idea as an popcorn, an air popper. So the hot air comes in from the bottom, and it pretty much, the movement of the air moves the beans around, so it all gets freshly roasted on all sides. So this is geeky coffee talk here for you guys, but yeah, I can go more specifics as we go on. So let me measure out some beans for you guys. We got, let me see who's, you guys are talking about Twilight MH Reels. Oh, thank you. Yes, Living Dead Puppies, that's correct. And then we have another one that stays in the house. Her name's Ayla Sakura. She's just a big baby. She's a blue chow chow. And she just loves being inside. So she is our indoor pup. So right now I'm gonna weigh out these coffee beans. Let me see, I need to tear the scale. Not on a flat, even surface here. Come on, be nice to me. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to do about four ounces per batch. So you guys will be able to see the roasting process, and I'll explain how I like to roast when I'm roasting beans. So there's the first one. So let's get that started. And then on the top, this is called a chaff collector here. So basically, when these beans, there's a layer of skin on these coffee beans, and as it gets hot, it's called a chaff. So and these will expand. And when beans expand, they basically shed their skin, and that's what this is. This collects all the skin, the chaff from the beans. So you'll be able to see that as I continue. So let me do that. Let me set my timer on my other phone. Hang on a second. Don't go nowhere. Living Dead Mom still on TikTok. I think she found her new toy. All right. So there is a timer on this machine. However, just to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly, let's see, I'm going to power my machine on. And here we go. All right, how's everyone doing in the chat? Miss Garcia. The students are present. Here we go. Take some copious notes, folks. All right, all right. So right now I'm basically drying out the beans. And I will also adjust the temperature, the fan speed. I've got this pretty much down to a science here to how I like to roast. So when you are roasting beans, there's different developmental stages of the coffee beans when you are roasting them. And basically how you distinguish that is an audible noise. Around the 6-minute mark, I like to listen for what we call first crack. First crack meanings you'll hear a popping sound within the beans as they're being roasted. That's kind of like your light roast. And then once that noise stops, Give it a few more minutes, then you'll hear what we call second crack. And second crack, it sounds like, if you guys remember Rice Krispie treats, or just Rice Krispie cereal, I'm sorry. If you ever pour milk on top of Rice Krispie cereal, you can hear the snap, crackle, and pop. Well, that's exactly what the audible noises that is. Once I hit usually around second crack, I like to cool off the beans. So I will pull back on the, that's when I will pretty much kill the roast. I will stop the heat element and I will start a cool down phase, and I'll turn the fan up just so that we can cool off the beans a little quicker. If you go past second crack, then the beans get really dark, which is fine. Some people might like a darker roast, but since my brew method specifically, I like to do espresso, I don't like to go too dark on my coffee beans or too light. So I like to stay somewhere in the middle, which is like a medium to like city, maybe to city plus, for anyone that's into coffee out there. So again, this is pretty much what I do when I roast coffee. So I enjoy it. I know it takes maybe about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to my day, but there's nothing like buying some fresh green beans, basically, that were harvested and from regions around the world. Literally, you can buy coffee beans anywhere and roast them yourself. There's just something more rewarding to roasting your own beans, and you're also helping out the farmer community and the coffee community, because when you buy coffee beans from the store, you're not really sure when those beans were roasted. Yes, there is a best buy date on beans, but you don't know the freshness of the beans. Meaning, I like to, if I'm not roasting beans, I like to go to my local coffee roaster where I live, and I will support them. And they usually have a roast date on their bags. And I always tell people, if you really want some good flavorful coffee, walk into your local coffee roaster and buy one of their freshly roasted bags of coffee, and it's life-changing. You guys, I'm telling you, they can ground the beans for you, or you can do the coffee beans whole, however you'd like. And but I highly recommend, if you guys are truly into coffee, go get yourself some freshly roasted coffee beans from your local coffee roaster. All right, I'm going to change the temperature, and I'm going to lower the fan speed. Now, when we get to the 6-minute mark, you will hear a little bit of like a snap, crackle, a pop. Hey, Wolfman, how are you? No worries. Happy Sunday to ya. As you can see, the beans are changing color. They're almost like a light brown. They were green. My mom has been to Peru several times. She loves it. I would love to go to Peru. I would love to go visit some of the farms out there in Peru. There are several places I would love to go visit. And guys, it smells so good already. The aroma that roasting coffee beans that it gives off is just incredible. Excuse me. Now, as time goes, as the minutes go by on here, I'm at the 5-minute mark. Once we get to about the 6-minute mark, you will start to hear the first development in this, and that is the first crack. We got Grunch in the house. Wolfman is saying hello to everyone. Who else is still out there? Welcome in, guys. Welcome into our coffee roasting live stream. I'm going to be quiet so you guys can hear first crack. I don't know if that picks up on the camera or not, but that is first crack. Now, usually around the 6-minute mark, which is about now, it's when it's real profound. I don't know if you can see some of the skin that's flying off of the beans, and they're being all collected right up here in this chaff collector. Oh, at MH Reels, it smells amazing. In fact, every time I roast, my next door neighbor is always peeping his head around the thing saying, man, it smells so good over there next door. So a roast batch like this usually takes about 8 to 9 minutes, depending on the ambient temperature outside too. When it's colder outside, it's hard to bring this machine up to temperature. So this time of year, I really enjoy roasting because I can definitely play with the different temperatures on how to get the very accurate and precise temperature I like to use to roast these beans. There you go, Wolfman. Kayla Mack, what's going on? Mighty Mel Love. Oh, I will let her know she did amazing. She's a natural. She doesn't realize it, but she is a natural in front of the camera. Again, I'm enjoying my iced Americano as we speak. We're about 7.5 minutes into this roast. So I did this research all through YouTube, guys. I pretty much, I found the machine that I wanted to get started in, and I just YouTubed my machine, and I found several people that have been kind and generous enough to not only upload their videos to YouTube. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mighty Mel. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, my friend. You are amazing. Shout out to Mighty Mel LV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will let her know. All right, can you hear the snap, crackle, and pop? So I might kill this roast in a second. Right now we are at 490 degrees Fahrenheit in this chamber. It's a warm one. Yes, YouTube is my school. I've learned so much on YouTube. Alright, so we are at second crack. I don't want to get the beans too oily. So I'm going to go ahead and run the cool cycle. Because we are cooking and it smells fabulous. While that's cooling, I'm going to get my plate to cool the beans off. Hang on a second. Enjoy the beans roasting real quick. All right, folks. Theme parks and more. Yum. Yes. Yes, you can do anything on YouTube nowadays, guys. So they're just cooling off right now. I just want to say hello to you guys. How's everyone doing out there? So I'm going to put on my pit-mitt gloves so I don't burn my hands. Let me leave one of them free so I can flip the camera back around. But they are cooling off right now. So basically, I've learned all this through YouTube. I couldn't have done any of this. I'm not a trained barista by any means. I'm not a trained coffee roaster. However, so I basically just learned everything through YouTube, and here we are. So thanks to YouTube for. And everyone that's been posting, the coffee community that has shared not only just the machine that I have, but the roasting machine. There's so much that I've learned from professional coffee enthusiasts in the industry, from world champion baristas. I've learned from. I take something away from so many people. So we're not done. We got a lot of beans to roast. So stay with us, folks. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right? All right. So you guys will see what these beans look like when they are done. It's like a 3-minute cool down. And that's what you want to do. You want to introduce cold air. At least in this case, it's the ambient air. Wow. This batch came out amazing. Amazing. Let me show you. Hang on. So this is the chaff collector. So as you can see, there's a bunch of that skin that I was telling you about. I'm just going to discard this in the yard real quick. Now I'm not done with this batch, and let me explain what I mean by that. So as you can see, yeah, this is a very, very nice evenly batched roast. However, once in a while you'll get a few beans in the batch. These are called Quakers, and these are ones that might be a little defective. Believe it or not, this can change the taste in your coffee when there's a defect, even just one little bean. So this is pretty much what I like to call quality control. So I go through, you can't get them all, but I try to get most of them. So any of the beans that are lighter roasted in this batch, or if I see any defects at all, that one's a little light. And that's how you know if you found a good roaster. If you open up a bag and you inspect the beans, and if you see some light colored beans, especially this guy right here, as opposed to the rest of these, which are pretty even for the most part, which I'm happy with. But I just go through this real quick to see. So these are like cool to the touch now. They are a little warm, but I'll put them on just a plate like this. They've already cooled in the chamber here. But I am just going through and seeing if I can pick out any light ones. I don't see too many that would affect the taste. So, and this is a pretty decent bag of beans. So if I like what I see and they've cooled off, I'm going to go ahead and put these in one of our coffee canisters and containers. So I'll probably do this like about, I don't know, maybe 8 times this whole process to fill up these entire 2 canisters that I have. Again, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, leave this in the comments, and I'll make sure. I like this canister specifically because it's airtight. This is by Fellow. They're a very good company. I know. I need to be selling these to my fan. Maybe at some point. Yes, it smells so good, Windy Girl. Let me see. Let me catch up to you guys. I know. CL says, how do we purchase, right? How do we purchase LDF coffee brew at home? Yes, Living Dead Grounds. You know, there is a coffee shop out in Yucaipa. We've done a live stream there. It's called Roast the Dead Coffee. Really cool name. Of course, they've been established before we became Living Dead Family, but it's a very cool vibe in there. It's a very fun coffee shop. If you are ever out in Yucaipa, and we'll probably take another trip out there, because once summer ends, we get into our fall season, and there's a bunch of apple orchards out there. So we definitely go out there and make it a day, go visit Roast the Dead Coffee. We also do, and then we'll go to the apple orchards and just have some fun times out there. But Roast the Dead Coffee is really cool. They have some fun, spooky themed little coffee shop. Very tiny shop, but they have some very fun theming, and they theme some fun drinks in there. But yeah, if we get to a point here where I can probably sell some of these bags, man, I'd be more than happy. Maybe I can do it as a giveaway. I can do some freshly roasted Living Dead Fam coffee giveaway What do you guys think? Would you guys like that? Steel, cement, concrete, wood. What's going on? How are you? What's going on out there? Welcome in. Anywho, let's see what we got here. We have more coffee roasting to do, guys. So don't go anywhere. If this is fun, if this is interesting to you, let's go ahead and drop your likes, your comments, share the stream. I don't do this too terribly often because I know you guys are here for the spooky stuff, but once in a blue moon, again, I will do a coffee roasting session for you guys. So let me do this again. I'm going to go ahead. I have extra containers here, so I'm going to weigh out in advance so we can just pump these beans one after another. Okay, we're going to do about 4 ounces. Roughly about 4. I'll throw that one there. And measure some more out. Again, some of you guys might like this, some of you might not. That's why I just kind of only do this once in a while. But we've missed you guys. We haven't been on the live stream too often, so... And we have a new toy and TikTok, so thank you guys for being here. All right, there's one. Let me get these 2 out. Sorry, I'll get back to the chat in a minute if you guys have any questions. Again, I've learned this trade, this hobby, if you will, all through YouTube. And the reason why I like to roast because I was buying freshly roasted beans from coffee roasters, and I thought, you know what? Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I have the ability and the know-how and the skill to roast my own beans. And well, here we are. Thanks to one of the... Not that COVID or quarantine was a good thing at all, but a lot of people learned some new skills during lockdown, and I was able to learn the skill set of coffee roasting. So if there is any positive about the lockdown, that was the one for me. All right, this is still warm. Here we go, batch number 2. Turn that off, turn this bad boy back on, and here we go for batch number 2. And that, my friends, is basically my coffee roasting experience. Oh, thank you, Wendy Girl, for sharing their link. Hey, Brian Hernsberger. MH Road's perfectly fine. I love how you guys do. We try to switch it up for you guys. Yes, coffee giveaway would be awesome. You guys would want... All right, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to invest in some coffee bags for you guys. Maybe we can slap a Living Dead Fam sticker on some coffee bags, and we will ship out coffee beans to you guys. Let me see who else is in the chat tonight. We got Achu, MH Reels, Wolfman Sanchez, Windy Girl. Who's sticking around here? Let's see who we got. Miss Garcia in the house. Kayla Mack, you guys are ready for coffee. I'm babysitting this cup. Theme parks and more. Welcome, 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 guys. So yeah, thanks to YouTube and all the YouTube creators out there. There's so many to list, so many to name. The 2 I can think of, James Hoffman, he's a really fantastic guy. But I really learned a lot from a channel called Hoon's Coffee, and also, oh gosh, his name's escaping me. I can see him right now. Oh boy. Now that I've mentioned those 2, I forget this guy's name. However, there's, like I said, there's so many people that I follow on YouTube, Instagram, that have showed us how to steam milk, how to brew, how to taste coffee, how to choose coffee. I mean, it's a whole different beast that goes in a coffee. Hey, good afternoon, Gain Life. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. We are roasting coffee beans today. Shout out to Gain Life. If you guys haven't done so, give Gain Life a follow. Thank you, Wendy girl. How's everyone doing? Welcome in, folks. You are live from our backyard. We are roasting coffee today. We just got on YouTube. I'm sorry, we're on YouTube. We just got on Instagram. We did an Instagram live. So if you're new here, make sure you go check us out on, I'm sorry, I'm saying Instagram. I meant TikTok. So join us on TikTok at Living Dead Fam there. We're going to create a bunch of stuff on all the platforms as best as we can. So welcome in, Gain Life. How are you? Miss Garcia, CL, Doom Boogie. We got a party up in here. It smells fabulous out here, guys. We are roasting coffee with the Living Dead Fam. Gain Life 2.5K. Congratulations, Gain Life. That is amazing. Shout out to you, my friend. That's a great milestone. On the road to 3K, right? That's incredible. Good work, my friends. Congratulations. Again, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Achu says Gangstar. She is a gangstar, isn't she? I love that name, Gangstar. Again, so we are going coffee beans. The coffee beans we are roasting today is from Berman Coffee. These ones is from Peru. Lima Coffee. Smooth, nutty, chocolatey, and crisp. They also not only sell green beans, but they actually do sell freshly roasted beans as well. I buy from multiple coffee distributors, so you definitely want to shop around. That's what I do. I shop for the most affordable prices. And that's kind of why I got into this hobby as well, because I figured it's cheaper and more affordable if I just buy my own green coffee beans and can roast them myself, as opposed to, not that I don't want to support any of my local coffee roasters, however, I save a lot of money by roasting my own beans and brewing my own cups of coffee at home. So there's so much that goes into this hobby. It would blow your mind. There's different brew methods. There's different, even your water temperature when you make coffee. I mean, your grind, even your grind. Your grinder is very important on how you brew coffee as well. So it's more than just your kettle coffee. You can make it as easy as you want. You can make it as complicated as you want. And of course, I like to complicate things, so. Hey, Tina to a T, what are you? How are you doing? Dave Averino, welcome in. How's it going, folks? Welcome in, guys. So I'm looking at my timer and I'm adjusting the fan speed and the temperature as we roast. We're getting close to first crack, so you can hear it's in its first developmental stage. This is around the 6-minute mark. It smells so good out here, guys. I wish we could do smell-o-vision for you. But this is first crack. So what's basically happening is this bean right here, this green bean, is expanding. And that's that popping sound. And it's browning, it's darkening. The bean's expanding and it's making that cracking sound. So we're in first crack right now. And now a lot of professional roasters, they have equipment and programs that like the artisan program, which actually goes in and it will tell you the different processes in the developmental stage of the beans, so they can track and record, because not all beans are created equal. There's so many different variations. And this is a single origin, guys. You can actually roast and combine beans from different regions, and you get different flavors. Again, this is a whole different rabbit hole. If you are a coffee head, a coffee lover. All right, so we're just about done with first crack. In the next minute or so, you'll hear it. You'll hear multiple pops, which is called second crack, and that's kind of like the end of the developmental stage that I like to take this roast level to, which is what we call pretty much like a full city roast. And it sounds like Rice Krispies and milk. Yes, congrats again to Gain Life. 2.5K, that's amazing. We are in second crack now. You can hear the snap, crackle, and pop. Alright, so the fan is at its lowest speed. I'm about 488 degrees Fahrenheit, 490, 491. Temperature is increasing when I lower this. It's getting really warm in the chamber. It smells fabulous. We are about 8.5, so I'm going to go ahead and kill, so I don't want to over roast these beans. So what I'm doing now is I raise the fan back up. I've killed the heating element, so now we're just in a cooling stage right now. So the beans are cooling. Again, welcome guys. How is everyone doing? Welcome into the Living Dead Fan channel. We are roasting coffee beans today. Not our typical normal live stream, but we've missed you guys so much. We missed being in the parks. Hopefully we'll be getting to go back into Disneyland once summer's over. But we have some fun. We'll do some Knott's Berry Farm live streams. We got SeaWorld. Hopefully maybe do Universal at some point. But like I said, you guys are here for theme parks, however, and ghost stories and all our fun spooky things. But I love coffee, so I want to bring my love and passion, my hobby of not only just brewing coffee, doing latte art and all that stuff. I also like doing roasting coffee. So this is one of my hobbies I like to share with you guys. And hopefully this might be interesting, might not, but I figured I miss you guys. I miss chatting with you guys, so why not point the camera on? We will go live. Sorry, we have our puppies out here with us. They go in the garage to cool off, but since Dad is out here, they want to be with Dad. So, anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. We are on our cooling phase right now. How many grinders do you have? How many? So right now, I need to invest in another coffee grinder because I want to step up my game. I want to upgrade my coffee machine. So I just have the one grinder that's built into my coffee machine. It's the Breville Barista Express. I think they've had two different versions of that machine since that one. That machine's about 5-6 years old that I have. I do love their product. They make a good product. However, I'm looking to step up my coffee game. I've cut my teeth on that machine, so I want to get a little bit more into picking out a specific grinder, maybe a flat burr grinder, because there's different tastes. There's even the blades on the coffee grinders make a difference in your taste and flavor of how the beans are ground. So, but yeah, we can talk coffee all day long. Let me turn this back around so you guys can see what these look like. Let me put these gloves on so I don't burn myself. Again, if you are joining, welcome in. We are doing some coffee roasting today. All right, let me discard. Let me discard the chaff out in the yard. No. All right. So I discarded the skin off of the beans. Again, so we went from green beans right there to some freshly roasted coffee bean, guys. Dune Boogie, any cold brew tubes, never sure how long or how much I said steep at a time. That's a great question. I have not dived deep into cold brew. That's another method I want to start getting into. Lance Hedrick, Dune Boogie, do yourself a favor. Go follow Lance. If there's any mods in the chat that can pull Lance Hedrick YouTube channel, does some very good coffee channels. Soka, no. Anywho, so I'm going back to this. So I'm figuring out here, I'm picking out some of these lightly roasted beans. These are called Quakers. These will definitely affect the taste and flavor of your roast. So I'm picking out they're just basically defects, or some that were under roasted. And like I said, they will definitely change the taste. So I'm just going through this real quick, see if I see any defects in these beans. So far, so good. I'm pretty happy with this bag from Peru. Again, I basically buy whatever's on sale. If I really liked the way a bean tastes before, I will go back and purchase it. If not, I'm always seeing what they are discounting, and I shop for multiple ones, not just from Berman, but I go everywhere. Bodhi Leaf's another good one I like. Sweet Maria's coffee I like. You can actually buy roasted beans from them. That some of their roasters have done so on a much larger scale machine, on a professional machine. Again, this is just a home roaster, or what we call like a sample roaster. But this batch looks pretty good, pretty decent. So I'm going to go ahead and put this batch in my coffee canister. Again, welcome in, guys. If you are new here, this is Living Dead Family. We don't do too much coffee roasting live streams, but I figure why the heck not? I had some beans to roast. I ran out of some freshly roasted beans, so here we are on the live stream. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. We just started our first TikTok live stream earlier today. I think Living Dead Mom's going to have a blast with that. Shout out to Living Dead Mom. She's the one that pretty much runs all of our social media. She grew the TikTok channel really quickly, so I'm very impressed on her work with that. So make sure you guys follow us on TikTok if you haven't done so already. I know we probably need to make a link for TikTok. All right, here we go. Roast number 3. Thank you so much. Thank you, Wendy Girl. You are on it. Yes, Lance Hedrick. I highly recommend Lance Hedrick. If you guys really want to learn about coffee, the trade, he even reviews all types of product equipment. Hey, Mike Skellington, how are you, my friend? So good to see you. I know you asked the other day when our next live stream was. I wanted to do it yesterday, but we didn't have time, so we did a live stream this morning. Like I said, we are on TikTok now, so make sure you follow us there. And yes, oh, thank you, Wendy Girl, dropping all the links. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I need to make, not that we do coffee streams too terribly often. However, like I said, I want to make this for you guys specifically because we haven't seen you guys in a very long time. I know, right? Was that the guy from Terminator? Man, it's been so long since I've seen that movie, Mike Skellington. It's been such a long time. But I'm almost done with my iced Americano. So good. These were from the beans I roasted probably about a month ago. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, my brew method is specifically espresso. I love espresso. I do milk-based drinks for Living Dead Mom. She loves her caramel pecan lattes, and so we found some good syrup, and we're having a good time with this. I love making espresso drinks. I love doing black coffee, so I'll do just hot Americanos, and yeah, we're having a good time. We're having a good time doing this. So just started our TikTok live. Make sure you check us out there. And yeah, it's so good to see you. I've missed you guys so much. Hopefully everyone's doing well and in good health. Windy Girl, hopefully we think about you. Hopefully all is well with you, Windy Girl, and anyone else out there. Shout out to all of you guys. Miss Garcia, CL, how is everyone doing? Yeah, Doom Boogie, definitely if you're still there, go check out Lance Hedrick. Highly recommend that channel. But yeah, I'm gonna, and since you said that, Doom Boogie, I'm gonna discover a little bit more about the cold brew method. So especially when we get into hot summer, like we're in the peak of summer now, and it's warm, and there's nothing like an iced coffee, cold brew coffee, and so yeah, we'll definitely get into this a little bit more. So let me flip the camera back around. Let me stay focused here. Right now I'm drying out the coffee beans because they weigh a little bit more as they're green. I'm not sure if this is a wash process or not. I don't know if these beans are, I think these are just regular processed, not washed. Mike Skellington, we are just about, I want to say we are about 100 degrees out here, my friend. 100 degrees where we are at. It is just crazy. It is hot here in Southern California. Not Edward Furlong. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you. How are you, NEF? Hey, Joanna the Jedi. Welcome. Make sure you guys go follow our friend, Not Edward Furlong, on Instagram. Very talented artist. Shout out to Not Edward Furlong for creating our Living Dead Fam logo. Our stickers, you name it. Very, very talented artist in the community. Go follow him on Instagram if you get a chance. If there's a, I don't know if we've shared his link yet, but feel free, someone, or Not Edward Furlong, go ahead and drop your link in there, my friend. Feel free to drop that link. Joanna the Jedi, how is it going? We got quite a few of you in the live stream right now. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are roasting coffee beans today. We did iced coffees earlier. We did iced caramel, salted caramel lattes. Now we are roasting beans. I needed to do some roasting, so I figured why not turn the camera on, join us on the live stream. For those of you that are interested in coffee, and maybe I've gotten suggestions, you guys have let me know in the comments that you guys would like to do a coffee giveaway. So give me a few to figure the logistics and things out. Maybe I can send a winner some freshly roasted coffees from yours truly, the Living Dead Fam. If you guys like your beans whole, if you guys have a grinder at home, I can ship them directly as whole beans, or if you like them ground for either pour over, drip, espresso, let me know what your brew method is, and I will grind accordingly. We are about the first crack stage, so I am going to adjust the temperature a little bit. Again, if you have any questions, drop them down in the chat. We got Brian Hernsberger, Joanna the Jedi, not Edward Furlong. Miss Garcia's in the house. Brian Hernsberger, how's it going, my friend? We got CL in the house. I have an audience today. Wendy Girl. Who else do I see? Theme parks and more. What's going on? All right, this is the first crack stage. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me bring you guys a little closer. Again, we went from green coffee beans to now like a lighter brown. Kayla Mack in the house. MH Reels is lurking. Thank you, MH Reels. Right, I'm going to drop the temperature just a little bit, or the fan speed, I should say. I'm going to let these cook a little bit more. I'm going to go to about second crack. Here comes our Rice Krispie treats. I keep saying treats, I mean Rice Krispie cereal. Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you guys can hear the little popping sounds in the roasting chamber. This roast is definitely cooking. Since it's getting warmer, we're almost at 500 degrees, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this roast back. I don't want to overcook these beans. So now we are in the cooling phase. Kind of want to make sure all the each of these small batches, I want to make sure they're all uniform, all equal, all to the same roast level. Again, we went from green coffee beans like this, and these are direct from Peru. Again, not all beans are created equal. They're from all over. I've gotten some from Brazil, from South Africa. I mean, you name it, guys. They're from Mexico. So I got to fill this guy up, and I got to fill this guy up over here. So we'll be here a minute. Stick around with us, guys. Hey, what's going on, folks? Hey, we got Victor Unboxes the World. How are you? We miss you. We got Wolfman. Yes, Hawaii too. That is right. Hawaiian coffee beans. They are so expensive. I've priced those. The Kona coffee beans. Oh man, I would love to get my hands on a batch of Kona coffee beans and roast them myself. Oh, they cost a pretty penny, Mike Skellington, but they taste oh so good. Highly recommend Kona coffee beans. Kayla Mack, how are ya? Phone is getting hot. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. Yes, it's because of the volcanic soil, and I think just because of the ground there, Mike Skellington. That's great. Good catch. Yes, the soil there, the elevation and the temperature of Hawaii, you couldn't get a more perfect environment to grow coffee beans. And their farms aren't as big there, and it's definitely a process as well. So if you can ever get your hands on some of those beans, you're going to pay the price for it. It's probably one of the best coffee beans you can taste as far as flavor and quality. Definitely, absolutely. Mike Skellington, I would be so happy if I can get a hold of some. I'll save up my pennies one of these days, and I will get a batch of some Kona coffee. I definitely probably would want to do a pour over with that. maybe espresso, but I'd love to, probably since I like black coffee, I might do a pour over method with that. All right, here we go. All right. This came out really good. A little bit, not too dark, but I'll show you guys that in a minute. Let me get rid of this chaff. All right, emptied out the chamber here where all the chaff collects of the skin. All right, let me go through this real quick. Let's see if I can find any defects. Again, this is what I call quality control. I know some of you might like this. Could be boring to some if you're not into coffee, but if you are ever interested on how coffee beans are roasted, I would love to visit some farms across the world one of these days and maybe bring home a bag of fresh beans from any locally farmed coffee trees, or what essentially is, it's basically a cherry seed. That's basically what coffee is. For those of you that did not know, and I've really just learned this in the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, really just been educating myself on the coffee experience. I'm no expert by any means, but I only know what I've discovered, what I've researched on YouTube, and just my personal experiences with doing coffee. I don't necessarily track through an app or any software. Like I said earlier, there's the artisan software that most people, roasters in the industry use. There's different software people use as well, but this is just on a small scale. If you see a mom and pop shop, sometimes they roast in-house, or sometimes they will outsource, and they'll reach out to other big roasters to sell their coffee beans. But I like to do this myself. I like to roast beans how I like them, and right now I think this batch is pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in with the rest in my chamber here, in my canister I should say. Smells so good out here, guys. I wish you guys can smell. If you love coffee, there's nothing more satisfying than smelling freshly roasted coffee beans. All right, round, what was that, 4? I've lost track. We are doing batch after batch. All right, here we go. We are ready for the next batch. All right. Who is here? Let me see. What do we got? We got questions in the chat. Hey, everyone, have a great day. I'm Macy Semigani. All right, cool, Mike Skellington. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. We appreciate you, my friend. Let me see. Victor on Boxer, is it possible to make mocha frap? My fair, is that not really? It's easy to make, my friend. You can easily make mocha fraps. If you guys are interested, I might do some other videos so I can show you guys how to make some. I just made, you just need a blender, really, and a bunch of ice. Dump your coffee, whatever it may be, whether it's hot, cold, it doesn't matter how you brew your coffee. Pour that in, flavor it up. Mocha, so you might want to get some chocolate flavored syrup and actual chocolate sauce to do a frappuccino. Victor unboxes the world. How's it going? Have a good day, Mike Skellington. We will see you soon. Again, welcome in. We just got on TikTok today, so if you guys have a TikTok, make sure you follow us there. We will be doing more live streams from TikTok and are trying to grow that channel. Shout out to Living Dead Mom. She's the one that put all of that together, and she works really hard behind the scenes with our social media accounts So more than likely, just a heads up, if you guys are inboxing, DMing, or interacting, it's more than likely 99% you are talking to Living Dead Mom on our social media accounts. So unless I get in there and I'll say Living Dead Dad and whatever I need to say, but for the most part, Living Dead Mom is all about our socials. And so yeah, welcome in. We are having a good time. We are roasting coffee today, guys. I needed to do a batch, so we are here. Just wanted to say hello to everyone. I'm gonna keep the stream going. I got quite a bit of beans to roast, but it's so good to see you guys. Don't go anywhere, stick around. If you haven't done so yet, do us a huge favor and monster mash that like button for us. You guys know the drill. Anywho, welcome in, guys. We appreciate, we love you guys. We are roasting green coffee beans from Peru. Hopefully, we get some good tasting beans out of this. Let me flip this back around so you guys can see what we got going on here. We are doing good, Victor. We are doing really good. All right. I just finished my iced Americano, especially in this heat. It was a really good drink to throw down. Ah, it smells so good. It actually smells good when it's going from its green stage, when it's lightly browning. Like, that smells really good too. Just all of it. All of it. All right, we're about 3.5 minutes into this. And I'm going to kick up the heat once we get to 4 minutes. All right, we're about 4 minutes, so I'm going to kick up the heat just slightly. And I'm going to lower the fan speed. Again, there's different types of ways to roast coffee. This is only one, through air induction. There's also there's gas. There's also most of your commercial machines are on a larger scale use gas, and on like a big rotating drum. That's one method, or you can do it in the stove. In the oven, but definitely on a stove, like on a cast iron skillet. And you got to make sure you are agitating the beans, making sure they are cooking. We are just about to first crack. So this is another developmental stage. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We are roasting. We're about to hit first crack, meaning the beans are starting to expand. They're starting to pop. That's what we call first crack. All right, we're at the 5-minute mark. And as each minute goes by, I lower the fan in increments. So I'm lowering the fan down to about 4 speed at the moment. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there. We miss you guys. We love you guys. Be sure to check us out. We'll be doing some ghost stories here, hopefully this week, and tell you our personal accounts of ghost stories. So make sure you turn on your notifications for that. Hopefully we can do it out by the fire pit with some s'mores. We'll do something fun. Hopefully we'll get to go to Knott's Berry Farm again here during the summer. And a lot of cool Halloween events that take place here in Southern California. A lot of things hitting the shelves. So you never know when we go live. We want to bring you guys with us when we go out. Look at all the Halloween merch. There's been a lot of drops for For Lowe's, for Spirit Halloween Party City, we are eagerly awaiting Home Depot. Home Depot, I've seen a few leaks, so I can't wait to see all the Halloween merch, animatronics that are coming out for Home Depot for the 2024 Halloween season. So stick around, guys. It's going to be a fun, exciting year for Halloween. If you guys like Halloween, make sure you tune into us for all things spooky. Hopefully we'll do another ghost investigation here during the summer with our ghost team. Shout out to Luis. If you haven't done so yet, give Luis a follow on Instagram. We appreciate that. Yes, have a good day, Mike Skellington. Stay cool out there wherever you guys are at. We are in the peak of summer, so hopefully you guys have the AC running or in a shaded area. Drink lots of fluid, drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, folks. Thank you, Windy Girl. Yeah, with the ambient temperature outside, since it is warmer, since it's 100 degrees outside, these beans roast a lot faster. In the wintertime, it takes a long time. Sometimes it takes somewhere between 12 to 15 minutes to roast, but right now it's taking right about 8 minutes. Because these beans are popping. So right now it's 488. We're almost at 4, and there's 490. So it smells really good. These beans are starting to cook. Now I'm cooling off the beans. Let's let them cool for a minute. Yeah, so that roast took about 8 minutes, 20 seconds. So now this is like a 3-minute cool down. Dave Averino, what's up? Joanne's the store. Do they have one in Canada? That's a great question. I am not sure if Joanne's is available in Canada. I don't know. That's worth looking up online. I am not sure. Yes, we will definitely do some pumpkin patches. Hopefully, I know our smallest kids, Living Dead kids, they're kind of outgrown the pumpkin patches. So we have a little one that's right behind them, our grandson. So we will definitely be taking the Living Dead grandson to a pumpkin patch, hopefully this fall season. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Joann's, Michael's, gosh, a lot of stores are starting to put some Halloween merchandise out on the shelves. We got at-home stores, if you guys have one, especially if you're on the East Coast. I think they are putting out all of their Halloween merch already on the shelves, so you might want to go check out At Home if you got them. Even Home Goods might have some Halloween merch for you guys, so and keep an eye out. Lowe's, Home Depot, those big box hardware stores definitely have some Halloween merch on their way. So yeah, if you guys like Halloween, if you guys like decorating, if you like animatronics, yeah, definitely you might want to hit up those stores. If October 1st hits and you're still looking for Halloween stuff, a lot of that stuff is already gone, like Living Dead Mom was saying earlier. So you definitely want to get out and get the first pick of Halloween decor. Even if it's in August and September, that's when you want to find all the good merch. So fam, do you have Rainforest coffee beans? There's different regions, Dave Averino. I like getting, one of my favorite beans I like to get is from Brazil. But there's definitely different regions. I'd have to look specifically what type of areas that have rainforest. Those are probably some of the best beans some you can get from tropical regions, because the temperature is nice and stable there. You don't have this influx in temperature like Hawaii, like we were talking about earlier. Like from Kona beans from Hawaii, those are probably some of the best beans you can possibly get. All right, let me flip this camera back around. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. All right, I see a couple Quakers in here. I'll get those out of the way. I'm gonna dump the chaff. We are cooking out here, folks. It is a little toasty, 100 degrees here in Southern California. Hopefully where it's at, it's not too cold. Hopefully you guys are staying cool. Yeah, some of these got a little cooked, but that's okay. Maybe I might put those aside. Again, here's a Quaker. So here's one that's a little light roasted. I'm going to stick that aside. That can definitely alter the taste and flavor of your batch. So, again, this is quality control. Most of your good coffee roasters do this process. Some might have machines that do it. Some might have like a team that goes through and kind of sifts through these beans to see if there's any defects or Quakers. But the goal is to have the entire batch kind of seamless and uniform. That's what we're looking for, is uniformity in these beans. You don't want beans that are too light, too dark, because then you're just going to have different taste and different flavors. It's more, I know that a term is we call coffee snobs. So I like to just say coffee enthusiast. But a popular term is coffee snob, right? That's kind of what they say. And people ask if I go to Starbucks. I do, yes and no. I like Starbucks for their teas. I like getting, on a day like today, there's nothing like getting one of their refreshers. Oh my gosh, today's a perfect day for one of those Starbucks refresher teas. I don't necessarily go into Starbucks and get, because I just like black coffee. I've had some friends that I know personally that were managers at stores and that have worked at Starbucks, and they have said that Starbucks really over roast their beans, and they're really dark. But they do that because most people that go into Starbucks get mostly sweet drinks. That's their highest seller, and that's their clientele, is people that go into Starbucks. They specifically want a type of drink that's full of not caffeine, but full of sugar, which is, hey, by all means, there's nothing wrong with getting a sweet coffee drink. But that's really not for me. I like tasting the flavors of coffee. That's why I do this. But if we're in a town somewhere, we're traveling on a trip, I would definitely like to go and visit local coffee shops and come home with a bag of coffee beans if they sell them. All right, this container is full. I definitely like to try a shot of espresso, or just taste a cup of pour over or drip coffee as well. Definitely look at that. All right, so I'm going to add more. I'm going to go ahead and dose out some more coffee. Sorry if I'm missing the chat. I'll get with the chat in a minute. But I'm going to start this roast while I'm kind of doing double duty here. So let's see. All right. I'm going to go ahead and dose out some more coffee beans here. I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Again, I got my coffee scale, and I am weighing out. I'm going to do about 4 ounces per batch. Oops. Got a little bit too much there. It's like an overdose there. That's fine. I'll take that. Okay. We are just about, there we go. Bag's getting low, so I might definitely here soon I'll be looking into getting more coffee beans. Victor unboxes the world. I had a new summer berry boba lemonade bit too many times this summer. Oh, I know, boba tea, that's another one, right? Yeah, boba tea is fun. That's why I have 246 stars. Yes, Punk is going to kick Drew's butt. We got some wrestling fans here in the chat. Thank you so much. Alright, I think I've caught up to the chat. We still got quite a few of you guys in here. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you, Windy Girl. Hopefully everyone's having a good, happy Sunday. Stay cool wherever you're at. It's a warm one. It's 100 degrees here, so drink plenty of water, like I said. Stay hydrated, especially if you're going outdoors. Drink lots of water. We don't want anyone passing out on us. Alright, back to the coffee roasting. Let me know, are you guys interested in this? Is this fun for you guys as it is for me? I really enjoy doing this. That's why I'm bringing you guys along. I don't typically do these coffee roasting live streams too often, but I thought I'd come on here, say hello to you guys. It's been a minute. Again, welcome guys. If you are new here, this is one of my favorite hobbies, is not just the coffee experience, but roasting beans. Let me know in the chat, what is your favorite type of coffee? Do you guys like black coffee? Do you like hot coffee, cold? Are you a cream and sugar type of coffee? Let me know. I want to know what my audience is here in the chat. What do you guys like? Do you like Starbucks? Do you guys like coffee bean and tea leaf? Or is there a local coffee shop? I know Tina to a T goes to a place called 7 Leaves Coffee Roasters. They're in Orange County. I want to know what my audience is here. Are you guys just a Starbucks fan? Do you guys love all the sweet drinks at Starbucks? They have a list. They have caramel macchiatos. They have, oh gosh, you name it. You name it, Starbucks makes it. Of course, I do like their pumpkin cold cream cold brew. That's one that I definitely go for because during the Halloween season, it's almost too hot here in California for a pumpkin spice latte. So if I get any coffee drink from Starbucks, my go-to is a pumpkin cold foam cold brew. Say that 10 times, right? And MH Reels is very interesting videos. Make more of this. I will definitely take that and consider. Mr. Membies, how are you? So good to see you, my friend. Last month while Zama and I waited for the first time with you guys, I really enjoyed listening to talk bean. Thank you so much, Zam Membies. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I'm continuing on the coffee chat, talking coffee beans, talking you name it. Anything under the sun coffee, I'm chatting about it. And yeah, and definitely there was a question in there earlier in the chat if I can recommend any cold brew methods. So definitely I'm going to start looking into that. I love doing iced coffee. It is hot right now, so it is, for me, it's the season to start drinking some cold brew drinks. So I might look into doing some cold brew batches. So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know my my process once I figure something out on how to do just some cold brew coffee, and I can pass that information down to you guys. However, in the meantime, we shared his link earlier. Go check out Lance Hedrick on YouTube. He's got, I'm exaggerating, he's got 1 billion subscribers. He's one of the most reputable YouTubers on YouTube as far as coffee goes. So I highly recommending that channel. Go take a look at Lance Hedrick. I've learned a lot from that channel. He is a world barista champion, and yeah, very, very cool individual. Hey, Candy Cane 11, black coffee. I'm making my pour over coffee now. Fun to watch. Very cool, Candy Cane. Thank you so much for being here. So good to see you. Where do you get your coffee from, Candy Cane? Let us know in the chat. Achoo. That's a good suggestion. I do like their McDonald's McCafe. Once in a while, in a pinch, I will run into McCafe and just get a black coffee from McDonald's. So they are surprisingly good. You would never think from McDonald's. Yes, achoo, McDonald's black coffee, 100%. Miss Garcia loves French vanilla for the holidays. Now you're talking, Miss Garcia. Let me catch up with the chat here. Definitely gonna plan on making some more coffee stuff for you guys. Candy Cane 11, pour over coffee. Love it. Theme parks and more, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys being here. Again, we are into second crack. We just had first crack. It is 100 degrees, so the ambient temperature is making these beans cook a lot quicker than anticipated. All right, I'm gonna drop it down to its lowest heat setting, but I'm about ready to kill this batch. I don't want to overcook these beans. We're almost at 500 degrees in the chamber. It smells fabulous out here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the cool. Gain Life, I use a French press or hot black coffee and make my cold brew. I use flavored grounds. Gain Life, that sounds fantastic. Gain, have you checked out Bones Coffee? Go check out Bones Coffee, Gain Life, if you have not done so. Highly recommend Bones Coffee if you love flavored grounds. They have seasonal flavors. They bring out, for the Halloween season, they have pumpkin flavored coffee grounds. For the holidays, they'll do peppermint coffee grounds. But check out Bones Coffee, Gain, if you have not done so. Gosh, feel free. If there's a mod that wants to link Bones Coffee, I've purchased some of their beans in the past. Very good coffee beans. I don't remember if they sell whole beans, but they definitely sell coffee grounds. But that is awesome, Gain. Yes, French press for hot black coffee and make my cold brew flavored grounds. Definitely. Yes, Candy Cane. I am cheap. So, hey, I'm the same way, Candy Cane. Whatever is affordable, whatever's cheap. I like getting, oh gosh, what, Lavazza. Go to Costco if you have a Costco membership, or if not, go to, they sell their beans on Amazon. Lavazza Coffee is another good coffee roaster. Highly recommend. I'm not sure on flavors, but yes, Candy Cane. They definitely have some good sales on Lavazza. And my favorite hot drink is hot chocolate. There you go, from 7 to 11. I do make hot chocolate too. Just base your simple hot chocolate. I'll do some latte art for the kids in their coffee drinks. That's so crazy you bring that up. Jim just started telling me about it and shared some of Disney flavors they have. Yes, Gain Life. Check out Bones Coffee, a very, very good coffee company. I bought from them before. Yes, hot chocolate is undefeated, right? 7-Eleven hot chocolate. I love it. I love this coffee chat. This is so much fun. All right, let me flip it back around. Time to put on my pit gloves so I don't burn my hands. Got a lot of coffee heads in the chat. I'm loving the coffee chat. I'm learning something new. I swear, I'm always educating myself on coffee. I don't ever feel like that I know everything about this hobby. There's so much new things coming out with coffee, be it grinders, be it brew methods, be it coffee tools. There really is. I sound like a broken record. There really is a coffee hole a coffee rabbit hole when it comes to this hobby. Let me get this chaff out of here. Hang on a sec. And if you guys want to get into roasting coffee at home, check this roast out. It's called the Fresh Roast SR540. I think I purchased this on Sweet Maria's, but there's a lot of coffee distributors that sell this machine. There's one that's above it. It's called the SR800. The glass chamber is a little taller, so there's more volume of beans you can roast at a time. But for me, this was just my first coffee roasting machine, so I decided let me just get the base model and just kind of grow from there. I have my eye on a few other machines that I would like to invest in someday. Maybe if it becomes more of a hobby, maybe it could be like a side business and I could possibly sell some of these beans. I would just have to buy in bulk. Let me show you guys while I'm doing this again here, some Quakers. Let me just get rid of these bad boys. These are not good for the coffee. This is a good roast, but definitely, guys, if I can roast coffee beans, I think anyone can roast coffee beans. And you got me in your back pocket if you guys need some help or suggestions. I've met a lot of YouTubers through Instagram as well that I've made some acquaintances with them, and we've shared different brew methods, different types of roasting methods. There's been a lot of people that have helped me in this machine specifically on how they roast, and they've shared their processes with me. So I'd be more than happy to share roasting with you guys. I save so much money, guys, buying beans. Yes, you are exchanging time for money because, you know, it takes the amount of time to roast beans. Yeah, you could be doing something else. But if you guys are truly, truly into coffee and are considering doing this yourself, just invest in a starter machine like this. You can see it's about the size of a popcorn popper machine, and you can buy beans on Amazon. You can buy beans, gosh, anywhere. Just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to share my process. That way, you can skip some of those steps that I've gone through. And the whole coffee roasting journey. There's nothing like sharing my coffee experiences with you guys, because others have before me have been so generous with their time and sharing how they brew and have helped me not just brew, how they roast. Okay, this looks really good. Very good beans. It smells fabulous. I filled this bad boy up, so let me fill this big boy up. Got a few more batches to get through. Alright. You hear noise in the background. It's our neighbors. They are having a good time in their pool in their backyard. It's definitely season. Definitely pool season. There's no better way to cool off than jumping in a pool, right? Alright, here we go. Batch. Our next batch. Let's do this. Oh, thank you, CL, for dropping that link. I know, I should have an affiliate link, right? So I get some type of a commission off of this. Yes, the SR540. Thank you, Sweet Maria's. You love making stove hot chocolate from unsweetened powdered cocoa. Yes. Dark, yes, with carnation milk, sugar top with oats. That sounds fabulous, Achu. My goodness. Okay, I'm coming over Achu's house. Achu's making me some hot chocolate. Let's do that. Yes, Bones Coffee, thank you. Hot chocolate, we got some hot chocolate lovers. Gain Life, at Disneyland I can only drink their regular hot bag coffee mixed with cocoa. Yes, exactly. Which brings me, hang on, I don't want to lose this thought. Ghirardelli, hang on, let me, remind me, I need to talk about Ghirardelli real quick. My favorite coffee is latte from Starbucks, there you go. Gain Life, Victor unboxes the world. What's going on? They are fixing things. Definitely, I don't know if our Ghirardelli, but a few years back we went to San Francisco and we went to their Ghirardelli, because they have Ghirardelli all over the place there. In December, we took our nephew to go see the Metallica play at their, I think it was their 50th anniversary concert in San Francisco. So we walked around town, we visited the Ghirardelli stores there. In December is the coldest, right? Coldest time of the year to be there. My nephew really wanted, from Ghirardelli, their ice blended hot chocolate. And oh my gosh, it sounds like an oxymoron, but it was so good. It was basically just your hot cocoa, but made over blended ice, like literally like an ice cold drink. And I had a sip of it and it was so good. I don't know if our Ghirardelli and DCA does that, if they do it, but yeah, like you can't go wrong with Ghirardelli at DCA or just anywhere if you have a Ghirardelli around you. I do like, however, speaking of pumpkin, I like their pumpkin pie latte. Check it out. I don't know if they still have it or if it's seasonal, but if you are in DCA, go to Ghirardelli, get the pumpkin pie latte. You can probably do it iced, you can probably do it blended, I don't know. But it tastes, I think it tastes better than the pumpkin spice latte. And we love getting that with their chocolate brownie that's heated. Man, it's so good. It is fabulous. So it was just on my head. Since we're thinking about hot chocolate, definitely get an ice blended hot chocolate from Ghirardelli if they have it. All right. Let me do this there. Adjusting the heating element. Yes, sounds delicious. Yes, next time you guys are in DCA, go check out Ghirardelli. Tell them Living Dead Fam sent you. Yes, Achu remembers that story. So good. It was like fabulous. Fabulous stuff. We're about 3.5 minutes into this roast. Going from green, it's cooking really fast. We're already at a light brown. Yes, ice blended hot chocolate in the list. I'm gonna have to like invest in a really nice blender. We had a Vitamix, and unfortunately, I think we just used it too much. That it I don't know if the motor blew or something. I need to see if there's like a lifetime warranty on that. But it's supposed to be a heavy duty blender, so I need to figure out what went wrong with the Vitamix blender. It's supposed to be like a professional blender, so to speak. I know they use those in like Jamba Juices and like in more of your commercial settings. I believe they use something similar to like a Vitamix, or if it's not Vitamix already, but yes, ice blended hot chocolate. Let's do it. I might have to try that later. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream. It's kind of like watching paint dry on the wall, but I do love this. I love roasting my own beans. I would love to visit a roaster and get their thoughts and opinions. Maybe I can purchase some of their beans, because a lot of roasters, local roasters, will sell you unroasted beans like this. So that would definitely save on shipping. Depending where you're at, where you're shipping it from, it could cost you a few bucks just for shipping. So, but in the long run, you do save money. when you go this route. Oops. Again, I enjoy this. If you guys are interested in this, yeah, drop a little bit of money. It's a little investment. I think this was just a little over $100. Don't quote me on price. It probably varies. You can probably find them on sale. Black Friday, I think these probably go on sale too. But I'll shop around, see if I can give you guys an exact price on this. Sometimes Amazon might be a little cheaper than Sweet Maria's. But if you just do a quick search on the internet, look for Fresh Roast SR540. I'd be more than happy to help you guys start this up. As you can see, it's just a knob and 2 buttons. There's some where there's app-based machines where you can kind of control everything through an app, which is pretty cool. They're getting real sophisticated, so if this might confuse you or this might be a little intimidating, there's some machines where you can just push the button and the machine does the rest. But I like having the tactile feel and having a little bit of control in this. I like the knobs, I like the buttons. All right. I think we're done with first crack. I see a Quaker there that's not quite developing, so that one will be discarded for sure. I know, Wolfman, we are keeping our eyes and ears open, and stay tuned with us, guys. We will drop, as soon as Knott's drops their lineup this year, we will keep you guys updated. So make sure you follow us on Instagram so you get the latest news on our local haunts here in Southern California, be it Knott's, Universal, San Diego and SeaWorld, Hallow Screams. We'll probably be visiting Castle Dark, which is also called Castle Park, out in Riverside. They do a haunt there as well. So stay tuned. We're excited for the Halloween season that's upon us. It already feels like Halloween, not from the weather, but just the buzz that's in the air on the internet. There's a lot of cool things as far as events goes, a lot of things online, a lot of people are dropping their merch. So if you guys love all things spooky, you guys know to visit us right here, Living Dead Fam channel. All right. We are just right at that mark. I hear the snap, crackle, and pop, so let's let this roast cool. So I try to be consistent. I go about between 8:15, 8:30. I try to keep all of the roast the same. Okay, Achu, just check the app. Yes, frozen hot cocoa, $11.95. Not bad. Go check it out. So if you guys are headed to Disneyland anytime soon, or DCA specifically, go into Ghirardelli's, order your ice blended hot chocolate. Let us know how it is. I would love to know your opinions on that. Hopefully it's good. Gosh, for $11.95, I hope it knocks your socks off, right? Or if you're not wearing socks, I hope it knocks your sandals off for that price. But maybe I'll try that one of these days here in the kitchen. Maybe I need to go buy some Ghirardelli hot chocolate, get a decent blender. We have a decent one I think we got from Walmart. Hopefully that can do the job, that can crunch up the ice. And maybe I might do that. You guys are giving me ideas, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Maybe I'll do it as a short. Throw it up on TikTok. You never know. Turn on notifications so you guys know when we do lives or when we upload things. But let us know, guys. Next time you guys go visit DCA, whether it's the summer, after summer, go check out the ice blended hot chocolate for $11.95. Treat yourself to that. Get a hot brownie while you're there. Pair it with, you can't have enough chocolate, right? Pair it with that brownie. Yes, use your magic key discount. Yeah, y'all are making me hungry already. I'm already caffeinated. Not only did I have just a regular Americano this morning, I just had a iced Americano. It was a half a shot, so I'm not overly caffeinated, but a little bit more coffee than what I normally drink. Yes, C's Candies powdered cocoa is fire. Achoo, there's a C's Candy right down the street. I might have to go in there and get their C's Candied powdered cocoa. Man, I'm gonna go broke getting coffee and hot chocolate. It's a good hobby though. Very good hobby. All right. Do it. As Palpatine says, right? Do it. All right. Here we go again, folks. Let's let those cool for a second. And let me discard the chaff. Now, a question someone had asked, I don't know if I missed it earlier today, or if it's been brought up at all. The question has been asked before. Do you grind and brew these beans right away? For espresso, I like to let these beans sit for about, in their canisters, I like to let them sit, if I can. I ran out of beans, so I'm going to just go ahead and just grind into these. However, on a normal occasion, they say it's best to let these beans degas. What does that mean? That means after beans are roasted, they are still kind of in the developmental stage. There's a lot of air in these beans, so they degas. When I pull a shot of espresso specifically, you will see there's a lot of microfoam bubbles, which we call crema. It looks like cream, but it's really just gas and air. They're just basically air bubbles. So you don't want too much crema in your coffee if you're drinking it black like I do, because it can get a little bit sour and a little bit bitter for those gases. So you want to be very, very careful with that. Now, however, with that said, if you are brewing drip, French press, pour over, where that variable probably wouldn't matter as much. Again, coffee is all flavor, right? You make coffee what tastes good to you. There's no right or wrong way to make coffee. Just brew something tasty. That's what Lance Hedrick likes to say. I hope you brew something tasty. However, so like I said, but for my brewing methods, I like to do espresso. So I will let these beans degas over a week's time. That's why if I ever go in a shop and buy coffee from a roaster, I always look at the roast date. And if it's a week off of roast date, I know that's kind of a sweet spot for me. And the beans are usually good for about a month after that. After a month, they start going stale in their bags. So I try not to buy beans that are like a month off of roast. I like to get them as fresh as I can. Hopefully I'm not losing you on coffee talk. But that's geek stuff. Let me put these in the container and I'll continue with the chat here in a minute. So let me throw this in here. Hopefully I don't get monetized on this video because we got some music going on with our neighbors, but that's okay. I can deal with that afterwards. All right. Here's another roast. Let's do this real quick. All right. Do it. Hey, what's up, folks? So yeah, I basically wait about a week or so before I dive deep into these beans, meaning actually start to brew them or grind them. So, and you'll learn over time. Some of you guys might like the taste and flavor. Some of you might like that little bit of bitter taste to your coffee. It's not necessarily too important, especially maybe if you do a milk-based drinks or you add lots of cream, lots of sugar, where it cancels out the bitterness in the beans, then that wouldn't apply to you. However, if you drink your coffee black and you do like to taste the nuances and the flavors, there's several kinds, like I said, of tasting notes. Like I've developed a palate over time where I can taste the fruitiness, the citrus. There's some citrus flavors. You can taste some like dark chocolate flavors, some nutty flavors, and those flavors are more dominant. So that's why I like to wait a few days as far as before I start grinding and brewing the beans that I just roasted. However, like I said, with that said, I ran out of beans. I just haven't had the time to roast. So probably by tomorrow, after a day of degassing, there will probably be a lot of crema in my shots that I pull. Like right now, after I'm done, I could probably go in and pull a shot of espresso, but there will be a thick layer of foam and crema on top of the shot, which isn't a bad thing. However, I can always, with a spoon, scoop off the crema, and so that it won't be as bitter. It'll still be flavorful. However, like I said, I like to let the beans sit at least for 3 or 4 days to a week. Some wait 2 weeks to do that. There is a method, and it's kind of divided in the coffee community as far as freezing your beans to make them last longer. Some advice say that it's okay, some advise not to. I haven't necessarily froze my beans because we consume so much, and I don't purchase that many beans in advance to freeze my beans. However, you could also freeze your beans in the freezer and to make them last longer. If you got some type of an airtight sealer that can even make them more fresh, so there's not too much air in the beans, that's also good as well, to freeze your beans. I haven't done it yet, but hopefully in the future, if I'm storing a lot of beans and I have room in my freezer, I might go ahead and just freeze my beans, but we'll see. That's down the line. So again, keep dropping your questions. Sorry if I've missed a question earlier. I know some of you guys are jumping in and out of here. I know that we might have some other live streamers right now, and that's perfectly fine. I'll be roasting here a little bit longer with these batches. But yeah, feel free to come and go. I'll be out here roasting. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream. Again, we just started TikTok today. Shout out to Living Dead Mom. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok as well. We're slowly growing that TikTok community. I'm still new to TikTok. I'm so lost with TikTok, but Living Dead Mom seems like she's got a handle on things. She's learning it as she goes. All right, let me lower the fan speed. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tina, I don't know if we have a TikTok link yet. We might. I'm not sure. I need to go in a Nightbot. Yeah, one of you mods, can you just send us a reminder in our Instagram to add TikTok to our social command? If we haven't done so yet, I'll make sure to link our TikTok account in our social Nightbot command. All right, we are about first crack. That's an early first crack on the 5-minute mark. Here's a closer look. Again, they are going from green coffee beans, which is these bad boys here, going to dark. And it smells fabulous. If you guys, I've met people before that they don't like the taste of coffee, but they absolutely love the smell of fresh roasted coffee beans. Or vice versa. Some people just might like coffee but might not like the smell. You never know. To each their own, right? Me, I like both. I love the smell of coffee and I love the flavor of coffee. How are we? Juice. Yes, coffee candles, right? Exactly. Definitely. Yeah, they do sell specific coffee candles for any folks out there. You can probably just go to any store that sells candles. You can probably find one on the shelf, or you can probably just find one on Amazon. I know of Yankee Candle. I know they're a popular candle company that sells, I'm sure, coffee scented candles. So if you guys don't have the access to the smell of fresh roasted coffee beans, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Go purchase a coffee scented candle. I would do this in the house over the kitchen, or in the kitchen over the vented stove. However, it's such a strong smell. I don't think I necessarily want the entire house to smell like coffee. I know, because since we love coffee, we drink coffee. You know, if we ever have guests over, maybe that might not like the smell of coffee, I don't want to introduce them to that smell of coffee in our home. We like to keep our house smelling neutral, fresh, if you will. That's why I choose to roast outside. Plus, it's just a natural way to vent the smoke, if you will, or the smell. All right. Second crack. We are snap, crackle, and popping. About 490 degrees. All right, time to kill it. Yeah, exactly. Our whole house will smell like coffee, right? Yes, but hey, at least you get to torch your neighbors with the great smell. I know, exactly. Luckily, we like our neighbors. I've been over there to their pool. In fact, I probably should just drop them a bag of coffee myself. Yes, achoo. Love the pungentness of it. Exactly, right? Everyone's got their own palate, whether it be taste, smell. You know, like I said, to each their own. Yeah, some people might like coffee, some people might not. Same with cannabis, right? Not everyone loves the smell, but some people might like the smell of it. Some people might not like the taste or participating in it. To each their own, right? Like I said, we do love our coffee here. We love everything coffee related. I used to make fun of my dad because my dad would only used to drink black coffee. My dad served in Vietnam. He's a Vietnam vet, a Purple Heart. But I always said, Dad, why do you drink your coffee black? Why don't you put cream and sugar in it or any sweetener? And he says when he was, when you're out there, you don't have stuff like that. You don't have the luxury of if you want coffee, you have to drink it black when you're in the military. That's how it was back then. I don't know what it's like today. And my dad always would just drink black coffee, and he just drew a custom. And fast forward, now I'm the guy drinking black coffee. I've turned into my father. However, when Dad comes to visit, he makes sure he gets himself a milk-based drink, like a latte, whether it's a caramel latte, vanilla latte, or whatever flavors we have on hand. And he loves having a specialty coffee drink, which I brew from my machine. So, all right. I know I never thought I would drink my coffee like my dad. Not that it's a bad thing. I love it. But it makes sense when he was serving in the military. That's all they had is black coffee. They didn't have cream and sugar and all the things I guess we take for granted, right? All right, let me dump this. Do we have any black coffee lovers out there? Black coffee. All right. Let's see what we got here. What we got? Got a couple of Quakers. Then I'll discard these, or I'll put them in the garden. Sometimes one of our dogs likes to chew on these, which I don't do too often. I might, as I say, throw the dog a bone. I might throw the dog a bean. Not that caffeine is probably necessarily good for animals, but I don't think one bean would hurt too terribly much. Or sometimes they just look at it and sniff it and walk away. All right, let me throw this in. We'll start another batch. Normally my batches don't take this long, but since I was out, I'm trying to get both of these canisters filled. Soak up. Fire this one up again, and let's see, where is the other container? Let's do this again. All right. Kuna, Soka. No. All right. Let's see what we got here. Might be getting close to like my final 3 batches here, and then that canister should be filled up. There's one there. Close enough. And the last one, I'll get back to you guys in a second. Now what I like to do, sometimes as I'm getting down to the end of the bag, I will save a few of these bags of unroasted beans, and I will just experiment and do one big giant blend. I will blend some of these. Sometimes it's kind of like a mystery blend, and I've had some amazing results with different types. So usually when it gets about to this point, I might set these on the shelf, and or in time, if I've gathered about maybe 3 or 4 bags of this amount of coffee left, I'll just do one big giant, like I said, mystery roast. So I can have some regions from Peru, Guatemala, Mexico, I mean, you name it. Brazil, like I like to get from. And I'll just do one big giant mystery batch, and I've gotten some amazing flavors of beans. Hey, Bricks and Joysticks, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. MA Trills, at least you're getting, yeah, this is kind of a necessity I needed to take care of today. All right, at the 3 o'clock mark, let me catch up with chat real quick. Welcome in, Bricks and Joysticks. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for coming in, saying hello. Thank you, Wendy Girl. It's very true. I think they have dissolvable coffee cream for people in the military now. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Gain Laugh, if I were your neighbor, I'd be peeking over like Wilson, cup in hand. Exactly. You know what's up, Gain Life. I love it. I love it. And I'm surprised my next door neighbor hasn't just busted the door down and with his cup and saying, hey, pour me some coffee. So true. Yes, so welcome in, Bricks and Joysticks. We are roasting coffee beans today. This is called the Fresh Roast SR540. I'm manually roasting coffee. This is what I normally do. There's other machines out on the market that's just pretty much press and go. Forgive me, I don't know the names off the top of my head, but the technology is advancing, so they're a little bit more expensive, but however, definitely want to check out. I'll drop some stuff once I get on Instagram, and I can share with you guys if you guys are serious about coffee roasting and where to purchase coffee beans. I got these beans from Berman Coffee Roasters. This is one supplier. These are from Peru specifically, and these are smooth, nutty, chocolatey, and crisp. They recommend roasting a light medium to medium dark. I'm doing kind of a medium dark, like almost on the verge of dark, not quite too dark though. And we are in about first crack right now. Bricks, are you into coffee, Bricks and Joysticks? I know, maybe I should send out a mystery bag of coffee beans for any coffee lovers out there. Let you guys tell me how I did on the roast. I know I need to go in my pantry and see what I have left. I think I'm starting a collection. I think my next roast might be a mystery bag batch, if you will. Some suppliers just sell, like, if you're doing espresso, they sell beans just for blends, like as a base. Basically, those specific beans will go well with other types of regions of coffee. And those are a little bit more cheaper, more affordable. I try to spend about anywhere between $5 to maybe $7, $8, depending on the sale, per pound. So I usually buy about 5 pounds at a time. So if you do the math, 5 times 5, that's $25 per 5-pound bag. That's not including shipping. Some places will give you free shipping over $50 or more. So that might be in consideration. Or if you have Amazon, there are some green coffee shops on Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, check and see if you get free shipping on Amazon. You can save a few bucks there on shipping as well. However, I've enjoyed purchasing from Berman. Bodhi Leaf is another one I do like. They are local to Southern California. I have not stepped foot into their coffee shops, but they have several coffee shops here throughout Southern California. So if you're a local native here to SoCal, go check out Bodhi Leaf Coffee Traders. Highly recommend them. From the reviews I've read, my actually next door neighbor works in Orange County, and he definitely does stop by into Bodhi Coffee. She was waiting for the key word, right? Definitely. Bricks, how much coffee do you get out of 5 pounds? So, between my wife and I, we do about a cup a day. So I'll do a latte, I'll do an Americano. A 5-pound bag this size lasts me, roasting it myself, lasts me about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, if I'm being honest there. But if you think about it, how much, let's do the math. How many, I'm sure if you guys probably like Starbucks or going to your favorite coffee stop, the days of $1, $2 coffee are no longer with us anymore. And, people, I personally know people that go to Starbucks 3 times a day. They'll not only get coffee for breakfast, but they're buying coffee, they're buying maybe a breakfast bagel, and then they're going back for lunch, buying another coffee, be it hot or cold, or a tea, buying another a bagel or whatnot, and then they're going for dinner. So their coffee budget's really high. For us, obviously, that's not feasible for our family. We can't afford to be dropping money going to Starbucks all the time. We do get gift cards from family and friends, and we'll save them up and maybe treat ourselves to some teas at Starbucks. Or during the winter season, we'll get some pumpkin spice lattes or maybe a pumpkin loaf or whatnot. So maybe that's the only time we will go to Starbucks. But getting back to the conversation, you can spend a lot of money on coffee when you break it down per month. So when I'm spending roughly 25 to maybe $30 a month, I'm exchanging my time roasting coffee. However, you can still purchase from these suppliers. You can purchase freshly roasted beans, or they will ground the coffee beans for you. I'm not telling you to buy coffee beans from your supermarket, but if you want a really enjoyable coffee experience, spend a little bit more, guys, and purchase coffee from either a coffee roaster that has a roast date on it specifically. I highly recommend doing that. And however you brew, whether it's drip, even if it's a kettle pot, you will notice your flavor of coffee just tastes 10 times better than buying Folgers pre-ground coffee. Anything off the supermarket shelf, because you do not know when that coffee was roasted, how it's been stored, how long it's been sitting on the shelves. Trust me when I say this, you will experience night and day flavorful coffee when you buy freshly roasted beans. Whether you win some coffee from us or purchasing from, like I said, your local coffee roaster. Again, maybe on Instagram, if you follow us there, I'll share some places where you can buy some fresh roasted coffee from suppliers as well. So don't take my word for it. Do it yourself. Try it if you guys love coffee. Even if you have a K-cup or K-pod that has those reusable cups, go buy some freshly roasted beans. Have them grind it for you. Throw it in your K-cup, and oh my gosh, guys, you will not go back to stale coffee, supermarket coffee again. You guys can thank me later. All right, let me get these going. Again, highly recommend coffee from a local supplier. Again, if you guys have any questions or are curious about this or coffee in general, I'm not trained by any means. My knowledge is just in the research in the past 6, 7, 8 years of doing this as a hobby, and I would love to share that knowledge with you guys that want to get into this. Let's keep the party rolling. Gonna try to do double task. Else I will be here all day and all night. So this batch is roasting. I'm gonna go through my my batch here. Oops. And pick out any defects. Hey, and nothing wrong with Folgers, guys. Not to discount them, because obviously they go through a process as well, and you do what makes sense for you, what's affordable for you. However, I'm just suggesting to you guys, if you guys one of these days would like to fight to step up a little bit and buy some freshly roasted coffee beans. If you want to step away from Folgers or Maxwell House for a few days and go purchase a bag of beans, you can thank me later, or you can probably be mad at me and say, why did you tell me to do this? Because now I can't go back to Folgers. So I apologize in advance if you guys do like freshly roasted beans. But like I said, with that in mind, if you're adding milk, cream, and sugar, doing any of this stuff might not make a difference to you, because that adding milk and sugar, and there's already sugars in milk or any type of sweetener, that kind of counters the flavor in the coffee beans. Not that it's not fresh anymore, it's still fresh beans, and it still tastes fabulous, it still tastes fantastic. However, once you start putting in other sugars to it or other sweeteners, you might not notice a big difference in your cup of coffee when you start adding other variables to that as far as sweetener goes. Who do we still have here in the house with us tonight? We got Wendy Girl, we got MH Real. Yep, I drink Folgers. My dad drinks Folgers, and his dad drank Folgers before. Hey, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, right, guys? I just threw it back there. Definitely a cheaper option doing it yourself, especially if you enjoy that coffee. Yes, definitely bricks and joysticks. Absolutely, 1000%. Have a good rest of your afternoon, Living Dead peeps. Thanks again, LDF, for sharing your afternoon. Thank you, Achu, for being here. Hopefully we get to see you in another chat, in someone's live stream, or see you in the park, Achu. You have a good day, my friend. Let's see if I didn't miss anyone else. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing any type of coffee-related questions, suggestions. Let me flip this guy back around real quick. No worries, I like to experiment around. I need to try something different for a change. Yeah, like I said, these are all suggestions by any means. You brew coffee the way you want it. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way. All of our palates are different when it comes to coffee. So there's no right, wrong, good, bad way to make coffee. You adjust the coffee to your flavoring. And at the end of the day, you do what's most affordable for you and your family. What's within your budget. Again, I try to keep everything budget friendly if I can. That's why I invested in this entry model machine. And it's knock on wood, it's been handling me very well. It's been making great roast for me. I've had this for a few years now, so they do sell little upgrades for it on Etsy. There's suppliers on Etsy that will make really tall, like large chambers for this, which cuts the time in half of roasting. So you can, for example, if you normally roast for an hour, it cuts it back down to a half hour. Obviously, there's more volume and coffee that you can do per batch, so that's always beneficial. And there's different attachments you can add to this as well on Etsy. And there's a big coffee community out there from different coffee machines. My machine, the Breville Barista Express, does have a huge coffee community in it in itself. And there's different adjustments. There's modifications you can make to espresso machines. I've added a few upgrades to it. My coffee grinder on the side, there's a dial where you can adjust the grind size. I've added it to where I've added more steps. I found people on Etsy that have 3D printed some different coffee tools that you can use for making coffee. It's a huge community, and just espresso community alone. And there's hundreds of machines that you can really purchase. It's a competitive market, so which is great for the consumer because it brings prices down. As far as coffee grinders, coffee grinders can go up into the thousands. Yes, thousands of dollars for a coffee grinder. But I highly recommend if you're going to get into this hobby, there is some really good coffee grinders. I have my eye on it. It's called the DF version. The most common one's the DF64, but they just recently released, it's called the DF54. It's a 55 millimeter coffee flat burr grinder, and it does anything from espresso to mocha pot and everything in between. And it might sound like a lot, but this is a very affordable coffee grinder. It's a little over $200. I know it does sound like a lot, right? But when you start diving deep into the coffee world, you're going to want to invest in a really good grinder, and it's gotten a lot of good reviews. I might look into that in the future. Since it does drip, pour over espresso, mocha pot filter. It's anything by that Turin DF line. It's been highly suggested from other YouTube content creators, reviewers on the internet. So definitely take a look at that. Is Holly in the house? How's it going, Holly? Long time no see. How are you, my friend? Who remembers Folgers Christmas commercial with the sun coming home? Yes. I don't want to say I do, Holly, because I'm dating myself, but hey, we're all getting up there. We don't get younger, right? So yes, I do remember that commercial, Holly. Oh man. Getting to the tail end of this. I know I'm kind of just gabbing about different coffee, but if I can share my love for coffee and hopefully make it affordable for you guys. Again, this probably isn't for everyone out there, but if I can encourage someone to get into this coffee hobby like myself that loves coffee, that wants to consider maybe purchasing maybe a coffee grinder to start, that's really going to be, because at the end of the day, most coffee machines all do the same thing. Most espresso machines do the same thing. Most of your store-bought Target coffee pots do the same thing, right? They're all just pouring hot water over a bed of coffee. It's nothing too terribly complicated. There I go. I wanted to make sure I hit cool. I don't want to overcook these beans. They all kind of do the same thing, right? Oh, I forgot his name, Holly. I completely forgot his name. What is up? How you been, Holly? So good to see you. Who else we got? We got Game Life in the house. Game Life said, this has been great. Hopefully it's been fun for you guys. I got a few more, maybe a couple, maybe 2 more batches left before I fill up this bad boy. We've been on live for a while. Holy cow, by the time it's said and done, it'll probably be close to 4 hours. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, do us a huge favor. You guys know the routine for us. Monster mash that like button. Again, we don't do these too often. I know this isn't our typical audience, coffee audience. However, I like to share my love for coffee with you guys. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Again, we just started TikTok. I'm going to make cold brew in my fridge. I bought a frother. Holly, you need to do a live stream for us. Do something. I want to see how you make your cold brew. Who was it? Someone in the chat earlier asked about cold brew. Definitely would love to know how you do cold brew. I need to start learning how to do cold brew so I can share that with you guys. And you bought a frother. Hopefully, thank you, Windy Girl. Yeah, hopefully I can get into some cold brew methods. It's decaf, perfect. Holly, you better do us a favor, do some peanut butter cold brew coffee. Let's see it, my friend. I am ready for some peanut butter coffee. It's a must. I'm challenging you, Holly. Let's do some peanut butter lattes, peanut butter cold brew. Yes, you put it in a strainer in water, leave for 24 hours. There you go. That's the traditional way to do it. Leave it in the fridge for 24. Let it steep, right? Let it brew in the cold fridge. All right, let me flip you guys back around. Some peanut butter, cold brew, cold foam. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Some cold foam peanut butter. Wow. That just sounds mind-blowing. I would love something like that. All right. Let me discard this real quick. All right. While that's going on, let me go through this. All right, let's start this bad boy. All right, let's take a look. Any light beans that didn't get roasted all the way through. You guys know the drill. It's been a very good day of roasting. It's been, for the most part, it's mostly been uniform. Haven't had too many discolorations. It's been pretty decent. All right. As you can see here, here's most of the discolored beans that I've had today. It hasn't been too terribly bad. I'm pretty impressed with this bag that I've gotten. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here, folks. We might down to be our last batch. This is getting really full. Hey, Alyssa Stenberg, how are you, my friend? Welcome into the live stream. Bricks and joysticks. I know, Holly says, I don't even like coffee, I just want peanut butter creamer. What is going on, folks? Let's see who else is here. We got Wendy Girl, we got Holly, we got Sanchez in the house. Gain Life is here. MH Reels. We got a bunch of Ninja Watchers in the background. Thank you guys so much for being here. Alyssa, how's everyone doing today? We're getting to the tail end of my coffee roasting live stream. Again, we just started TikTok. Shout out to Living Dead Mom. Holy cow, she worked her tail off getting our TikTok account up and running. Not only did she get it up and running, but we are now live streaming on TikTok. We just hit 1,000 to go be able to do live streaming. So if you haven't done so yet, if you guys have a TikTok account, please follow us on TikTok. We would appreciate it. We'll probably just, obviously TikTok's a vertical platform, so we'll keep YouTube horizontal because that's what you guys are here for. And when we're out and about, we'll do a vertical, vertical on TikTok. I know, Holly, we love you too. No worries, my friend. We're keeping both accounts. We are just kind of spreading ourselves through multiple accounts. Obviously, we have an Instagram, so we will probably both be live streaming. So we're meeting new friends on TikTok, new family members that we're meeting. So hopefully we can meet some of you guys on TikTok. Make sure you guys tell your friends about it. I know YouTube is greater than TikTok. I know YouTube's trying to get all the content creators to go vertical. So we might have people. There obviously is other streamers and creators that are going vertical, but we're gonna try to, for the most part, keep this horizontal. If we feel the need to go vertical, we will just go on TikTok and try to go on that account and try to grow that channel as well. Yeah, most of you guys that are here, you guys are diehard YouTube people, so we will make sure we keep the content as best as we can horizontal for you folks out there. We don't want to lose you guys. We want to keep you guys with our channel and keep you guys, because you guys are here for this layout, this platform. And sorry, just making some adjustments on my, I can't walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time. I think everyone who tried vertical on YouTube quit doing it. Exactly, yeah. It's kind of tough because it's kind of tough to grow a TikTok audience on YouTube by going vertical. So I've done it once. It was okay, kind of out of my element. Picked up a few people, not too terribly much. I know, 2006 here. There you go, Holly. Exactly. Let me face the camera back around so I don't get too distracted and miss my roast. But yeah, I'm going to try, like I said, my best is to keep everything the way it is. I don't typically do coffee as much on this channel once in a blue moon because I don't want to lose you guys. I know some of you might like it. Let us know if you like it or not. I know some might like it. Some are probably indifferent. Like I said, for most people, it's probably like watching paint dry on a wall. Totally fine. I totally get it. I know you guys aren't here specifically for coffee. I'm not trying to grow a coffee channel. If I need to, I can start my own TikTok channel, which I kind of do. I just haven't thrown much content at TikTok for coffee roasting. So, but that's neither here nor there. You guys are here for YouTube content. So we'll keep things spooky, keep things theme parks related. You guys love our theme parks. We get most of our, we have most fun in the theme parks, obviously. So we'll keep doing that. We'll keep grinding, keep pounding away at the pavement at our theme parks. Yeah, this could be ASMR for some of you guys. Bricks and joysticks, we might try to do both at the same time. We did this afternoon. Our first TikTok was live earlier. If you guys have been with us this whole live stream, Living Dead Mom did go on TikTok. She was capable of starting the TikTok account. We are at 1,000 subscribers, or followers, I should say, on TikTok. So make sure if you guys would be so kind to do so, we would love it if you guys give us a follow on TikTok. We appreciate that. And vice versa, if you are TikTok, if you come from TikTok and are watching us here on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. This isn't our normal, typical live stream, so don't worry about this. If coffee isn't your thing, no worries. I just really desperately needed to roast some coffee. It's been a minute since we've done a live stream, so I want to make sure that you guys know we are still fine. I want to know how you guys are doing. It's been a joy and a pleasure to keep up with you guys, to chat with you guys, to keep you guys updated. We do have some fun, exciting things. If you haven't done so already, make sure you guys follow us again everywhere on all of our socials. If you don't know who we are the Living Dead family. We like doing ghost hunting. We do ghost stories from our home. We might be going right here in our backyard this week for ghost stories, and we'll probably be doing s'mores by the fire. So come back and visit us for ghost stories. If you have any personal accounts or personal experience of ghosts, please send them to livingdeadfamily@gmail.com. And we would love to read your ghost stories back on our live stream. We enjoy doing that. Shout out to Wendy Girl, who's been sending us her ghost stories, her personal accounts, and to several other people that have sent us theirs. MH Reels, thank you so much for sending your stories recently. We appreciate that. And if you want to go on live with us, recently we had Bob from Berry Place 28 join us on a live stream. He used to work at the Queen Mary in Long Beach, and boy oh boy does he have some fabulous ghost stories to tell about working on the Queen Mary and his firsthand experience. So feel free to come back, watch us, listen to our fun ghost stories. We have a good time meeting you fabulous folks. And definitely send in your ghost stories if you have them. We would love to hear them. You can send your stories in anonymous if you would like to be nameless. Totally fine by any means. We just love meeting you guys. I know, backyard movie night. We need to do something, right? MH Reels, we enjoyed it so much. Don't forget, Linda. Yes, thank you so much. Holly, I like your home content the best. Thank you, Holly. That's why we do this for you guys. If you guys love our home content, definitely join us. We do lattes with the Living Dead family. We did that earlier this late afternoon morning. We did that. I did some iced coffees for the littles. I just put a little bit of caffeine in their drink, but they did a salted caramel iced coffees, which was fabulous. I tasted it. It was yummy. I approve. Who else do we have here? Hopefully I can do some ice blended drinks. We have some ideas for some hot chocolate blended drinks. We talked about Ghirardelli earlier today. MH Reels. This lets you interact without all the background noise and distraction, right? There's so much there's lots of distractions when we go live in the park, especially when we meet our other friends in the park. I kind of lose you guys in the chat. Let's see, who else do we have here? Yeah, I totally get it. Not everyone's a TikTok person, so don't worry. We will keep this channel going. This is our love. This is our home. YouTube is our home. Holly said I saw parts earlier. Thank you, Holly. We appreciate you being here. EXP626, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much. We got Wolfman EXP, Hollywood. Hopefully you are doing okay. Hopefully you are recovering well. Shout out to you, Holly. Sending you positive vibes to you, my friend. Shout out to you, your beautiful mom. And I can't forget Bowie. Shout out to Bowie. Give Bowie a hug and a squeeze for me. If you guys don't know, Bowie is Holly's beautiful fur baby. She's adorable. We love our fur babies here. So hello, welcome in. I'm gonna eyeball this last one. I might be done after this. Holly says I'm fine, over it. Thank you. Hugs and kisses. Bowie says woof. Mwah. Hugs and kisses to Bowie. We got very good. This is why we do this, guys. We never knew who's gonna jump out and say hello. So just know that we love you guys so much. Let me clear this real quick. I will jump back in a second. Stay tuned. This might be the last batch. I know the day is getting away from me. All right, let me clean this chaff real quick. This chamber. Plus, this is the part of the day where the sun starts creeping over the shade here, and I lose all shade, and the sun's just beating down. So, I won't be out here too much longer. I've been at this for a minute, probably longer than what I thought. I know it's getting close to dinner time. Again, I don't do these lengthy coffee live streams. Usually we'll just do lattes in the morning, we'll do breakfast, and then we will call it a day. However, since it's hot, I made some iced coffee drinks for the kiddos. And I said, you know what? I have no more roasted beans left. Let me throw the camera on. Let me go live. Living Dead Mom just got cleared to do live streaming on TikTok, so that's why I'm out of breath. That's why we are doing this. Let's see if I filled it up. Oops. This could be the tail end. I think I am topped. Yes, I am close to topped off on my containers, folks. Check it out. This guy is practically full. So I'm going to hold off on this one. I think I about have enough coffee to last me 2 months. These guys are full of freshly roasted coffee beans, guys. Yeah, I think I'm done with today's roasting session. Again, this right here, I'm going to save this maybe my next time I roast. I'm just going to do a mystery batch. I think I have 3 or 4 more of these guys that I can just do a blend, like a house blend, and just kind of have fun with it. And I don't know what kind of beans I'm going to get. Let me flip the camera back around. How is everyone? Do you roast the ones you pick out? So basically, bricks and joysticks. Once I am done, once I am done with the roast, these will just be discarded because these are discolored. These are Quakered. Some of these got a little too dark for my liking, and believe it or not, this affects the taste drastically in your cup. Believe it or not. So that's why, like I said, I like to do a little bit of quality control, remove some of these bad beans, if you will, like all Quakers and whatnot. It definitely makes a world of difference in your cup when you brew. So let me throw these back in here real quick. Let me get back to your comments in a second. So yeah, once these are all roasted, everything in here is good and ready to go. I will definitely be grinding those for espresso, and I keep them fresh and sealed since I don't put these really in my coffee grinder until I until I brew coffee. It's a whole nother process. Maybe the next time I do lattes with the Living Dead fam, I can show you guys how I do my lattes, how I extract coffee. Just grinding is simple. Just dump the beans. I weigh out my beans with my coffee scale. I'll do about 18 grams of coffee in, and it's about a 1-to-2 ratio. 18 grams in, 36 grams out. I know it's just kind of geek coffee talk right now. So, hey Brianna, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Hopefully it's cool still there where you're at, Brianna. Good question, Holly. I do not know what's for dinner. I haven't been inside the house in like 2 hours. So I have no clue what's cooking in the kitchen. It's kind of a mystery today. But it does smell wonderful out here. These are some tasty beans. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Like I said, we are on TikTok now. So we are not stopping our YouTube channel. We will continue with our YouTube channel. I will keep horizontal streaming probably here until whenever. I'm not planning on going vertical. Maybe if it's a quick live somewhere in the store, maybe, because it doesn't bring too much attention to myself if I'm doing horizontal. But maybe I'll do horizontal since you guys are like horizontal. Yes, the dogs are chilling. They might be going back in the garage because it's a warm one where it's like we're triple digits out here. So the dogs probably will go back in the garage since it's a a little warm out here for their liking. So I will definitely be ending the stream here shortly. Let me just see. Do you roast the ones you pick out? Yeah, I discard those ones that I pick out. I do not roast those. Who else is here? Thank you guys so much for being with us today. I thank you, MH Rose. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. Again, shout out to all of you guys that have joined us. Thank you. We did get some supers today. Refresh my memory. I forgot who it was. Gosh, I'm so bad. That gave us some supers. Thank you so much. If we have any new Living Dead family members in here, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you for following us, not only here on Instagram, but now on TikTok. Shout out to Living Dead Mom. She has grown that channel. Within a few months' time, she has worked her tail off. She's put in a lot of work. So I can't thank Living Dead Mom enough for being on top of our social medias accounts, also with the TikTok channel. So she pretty much runs everything behind the scenes as far as social goes. So if you do DM and there is a reply from Living Dead Fam, more than likely it's from Living Dead Mom. So again, shout out to Living Dead Mom for all of her hard work. Thank you guys so much. Yes, turn on notifications for both. You never know when we will go live. We're getting ready to go into our spooky Halloween season. The buzz is in the air, and we cannot wait to go back out and show you guys all the stores that have Halloween, because that's what we love, and that's what you guys are here for, aside from theme parks. Hopefully we'll be back in Disneyland by the end of the summer when our pass allows. In the meantime, we will be at Knott's Berry Farm, hopefully SeaWorld in San Diego. I need to get over there and get more content in San Diego. Shout out. Thank you again, Game Life, for being here. Miss Garcia, EXP, Wolfman Sanchez, thank you so much. Windy Girl, Holly, thank you guys. Thank you to all of our mods that are here constantly, consistently. Thank you guys. We love each and every one of you guys. We can't do this without you guys. So you guys are all amazing. Thank you guys for sharing our content, sharing this stream, liking, subscribing. You guys know how all this works. I can't thank you enough. Again, thank you again for super chats earlier. We love you guys so much. Yes, hopefully we can do Six Flags. Stay tuned. A lot of theme parks are starting to drop their all of their Halloween content, a lot of their Halloween updates as far as haunted houses, mazes. That's all coming. It's going to be here shortly, guys. We are excited. Living Dead Mom and myself has some plans for the future. We don't want to give away all of our secrets, but you want to stay tuned. We are so excited for the spooky Halloween season. So trust me when I say this, guys, you're going to want to stick around when Living Dead Mom and myself, Living Dead family as a whole, start live streaming, especially for the spooky season. So stick around for that. We love you guys. We're going to give you guys back your Sunday afternoon. Stay safe out there. I know we're getting close to 4th of July, so be safe on the roads. Be vigilant out there when you guys are driving. Please take care. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Again, shout out to everyone that joined us today. Again, if you guys are watching, you guys are too the Living Dead fam. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Bricks and Joysticks. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you guys. We love you. Thank you guys. And we will see you all a little later. Take care, guys. Love you.